words are not just spoken, they are felt. They rise from silence and challenge the world. Today, voices will carry ideas stronger than fear, borrowed from history yet alive in the present. When a student stands to speak, courage stands with him. Because declamation is not a limitation, it is transformation, where a voice becomes a mission and speech becomes power. With this, an energizing and radiant morning to each and everyone who illuminates this hall. Our honored chief guest, visionary chairman sir, eminent principal sir, gracious vice principal ma'am, esteemed jury members, cherished parents, devoted teachers, confident participants, and active students. It is my utmost honor and pleasure to extend a heartfelt welcome to each one present here today as we gather in a space poised for ideas, expression, and eloquence. Today, we come together for 12th JCS Inter-House Declamation Competition where words will soar, thoughts will weave their rhythm, and voices will breathe life into every sentence. Before we move forward with today's declamation competition, let us begin this occasion with a moment of reflection and prayer. So I request everyone to please stand and join in as we invoke blessings for a successful and meaningful event ahead. Now it's time to extend a warm and heartful welcome to our esteemed chief guest. I would like to invite our Honorable Principal Sir and gracious Vice Principal Ma'am to kindly present a token of respect to our esteemed chief guest. We are deeply honored to welcome our esteemed chief guest, Dr. Savita Butola, DIG Medical, Border Security Force, Srinagar. An accomplished medical professional and visionary leader, Dr. Butola is an alumna of Government Medical College, Amritsar, and holds advanced qualifications including an MSc in Palliative Medicine from Cardiff University, Wales, along with postgraduate diplomas in Health and Hospital Administration and Maternal and Child Health. A Commonwealth Scholar awardee, she has played a pivotal role at the national and international level as an expert member with the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, National Health System Resource Center, as an immediate past honorary National Secretary of the Indian Association of Palliative Care. We are truly privileged to have such an inspiring personality with us today. Now it's time to welcome our esteemed jury members. I'm delighted to begin by introducing Mr. Gautam Chatterjee, Assistant Professor of Social Science and Language at Lovely Professional University. Recognized for academic excellence, Dr. Chatterjee was awarded the prestigious NPTEL of Discipline in Humanities and Social Science in 2020, with a PhD focus on apocalyptic patterns in the select work of Doris Lessing and analyzing adverse sets, Orientalism. Dr. Chatterjee possesses a strong research foundation in post-colonial literature and literary theory. A big round of applause for her. Moving forward, it is now my honor to introduce our next judge, Ms. Prabjot Kaur, Assistant Professor of Communication Skills at City University. She works extensively on developing students' public speaking, articulation, confidence building, and expressive communication. She has guided learners in declamation, debate, anchoring, and various oratory activities, helping them refine clarity, stage presence, and effective delivery. Let us acknowledge her presence with a gracious round of applause. Now I have the honor of introducing Dr. Kuljinder Kaur, a distinguished academician, researcher and educationalist whose work reflects a deep commitment to learning, policy and human development. She holds a PhD in education from Punjabi University, Patiala, where her doctoral research critically examined higher education and its role in human development. Currently serving as an assistant professor at Dev Samaj College of Women, Firozpur, she brings with her extensive experience in teaching, research, and academic mentoring. Her areas of interest include public policy, public health, education, and human development, and she is highly skilled in research analytics, data analysis, and interpretation. Once again, a huge round of applause. Now, I would like to invite our Honorable Principal Sir on the stage to address the gathering.
Honorable Chief Guest, Chairman Sir, jury members, school teachers and students, a very good morning to all of you and warm welcome on the 12th annual Inter-House Declamation Competition of Jugendra Convent School. It's an honor for me to be a principal of the school who is doing wonderful not only in academics, but all the co-curricular activities, games and sports. I would like to inform to our guests and the judges that from last 1 decade, we are producing fine orators. 99% of the students in this school are from the rural background. And I'm very proud that each and every JCSCN can come on the stage and deliver a speech. And declamation is a very celebrated activity of the school, where it's mandatory for everyone to participate. And we have 3 stages. And today is the final stage, where the best 30 are selected in 3 respective categories. One is sub-junior, that is for the middle school, junior is for the high school, and senior is for senior secondary school. And the winners of today's competition will get the opportunity to participate in next year inter-school activities. And here again, I'm very proud to say that our students who are winning here, they have won inter-school competitions also, competing against the best ICSE schools of the region from the cities. And after winning, they got the opportunity to represent this Moga zone in the North India regional competition also. In North India, we have the schools from Delhi, Haryana, Punjab, Himachal. And for this, the recognition for these achievements is for our teachers, for the English department, which is headed by our Vice Principal, Ms. Rajni. Listening is a very good skill which everyone must develop, but again I always say it's very difficult to sit there and listen. And she listens each and every child, every year by year. And that is the reason that we are able to have the very fine speakers. Even the host of the day, she's in +2, so +2 we don't allow them to participate because we are shortlisting the students for next year competition. They will be passing out. So this year she's our winner of debate competition at the ICSE zonal competition, which was held at San Jose this year. So this is a system, this is the way we do. And along with these academic activities, in games and sports also, every year students are getting the opportunity to participate in the national school games. And this year we have 3 students who participated in the national school games in athletics and football. For today's competition, I always believe that this is the one skill which we can inculcate, which is very basic. You may have a past knowledge, may be very good in some of the skill. If you are not able to share your viewpoints, you're not able to be confident in the interview, so you may lack. So that is why a lot of emphasis is given on the speech and the declamation kind of competitions here. So today also I am very sure that it will be a tough time for the judges. My best wishes to all the participants, to all the judges. Thank you. God bless you all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Before we begin the competition, let us take a moment to go through the rules for today's competition. Competition will be held for 3 categories, that is sub-junior, junior and senior category. Each speaker will be given 4 minutes to speak. At the end of 3 minutes, a warning bell will be rung. The final bell will be sounded at the end of 4th minute. Speaking for less than 3 minutes and more than 4 minutes will entail a deduction of 5 marks by each judge. Reading from a previously prepared script, any paper or aid is strictly marks awarded by the individual judges will be added up for each speaker. The speakers will be judged on the following criteria: content 15 marks, language 15 marks, style and creativity 20 marks. So now we are all set with the rules and regulations. So let us move forward. So I would like to invite the first participant from sub-junior category, that is Ashrit Kaur. Her topic is One Child, One Teacher, One Book and One Pen Can Change the World by Malala Yousafzai.
When you educate a child, you do not teach them lessons. You light a flame that can brighten generations. With this, a very warm morning to Honorable Principal Sir, respected Vice Principal Ma'am, coordinators, judges, teachers, and all my dear friends. Today I Ashrit from 6th standard with my declamation on the topic One Book, One Teacher, and One Pen Can Change the World by Malala Yousafzai. Today, it is an honor for me to be standing again. I am wearing the shawl of Benzi, Udo Shaheed. I thank God and every person who prays for recovery. I thank the doctors and nurses who treated me, and the government of Pakistan, UK, and UAE who supported me. Lovely day is not my day. It's the day of every girl, every boy, and every person who spoke for their rights. I'm just a girl, but I speak for those who cannot be heard. On 9th of October 2012, a Taliban shot on the left side of my head. They thought that bullets would silence me, but they failed. Out of that silence came thousands of voices. Hopelessness, fear, scaredness died. Strength, power, and courage was born. I'm not against anyone. I'm not here to seek revenge. I'm here to tell you about every child to be educated, of the children of the Taliban. I do not even hate the Taliban who shot me, and even if I had a gun and they stood in front of me, I would never shoot him. As this is the lesson I've learned from Prophet Muhammad, Jesus Christ, Mahatma, Buddha, and Gandhi. The lesson of peace, forgiveness, and compassion. We realize the importance of light when we see darkness. We realize the importance of pens and books when we see the guns. The extremists are afraid of the education. They're afraid of the change. They're afraid of the women. With guns, you can kill terrorists. With education, you can kill terrorism. Education is the only solution. So let us make a glorious step against illiteracy, poverty, and terrorism. Let us pick up our books and notebooks as they are our most powerful weapons. One book, one teacher, and one pen can change the world. Dear brothers and sisters, never hope that someone will come and speak up for you. You need to believe in your voices. You need to believe in yourself. And that begins with you. When you educate a girl, you educate a family, a community, and an entire nation. So let us promise today that we will never stop learning, never stop dreaming, and never stop fighting for education. Education is the only student. Every student, every child on this world deserves a classroom, a teacher, and a future. And we can make this dream a reality, not for some child, but for every children on this world. And let it begins with you, right here and right now. So let us be today. We are here for education, not for something else. And that's from you. Thank you.
Very well delivered by Ashrit Kaur. Now moving forward to our next speaker, that is Hargun Kaur. Her topic is My Vision for India by Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam.
Dream, dream, dream. Dreams are the thoughts presented the declamation on the topic Dr. A.P.J. Kalam, My Vision for India. I have three visions for India in 3,000 of you. From a history people have came and invited us. Capture our lands, control the minds. From Alexander onwards, the Greeks, the Mughals, the French, the British, all of them have came and left us. Don't know what was of us. Yet they haven't got their land, their history, their culture, but tried to enforce the way of love on them. Why? Because we love and respect the freedom of others. That is why my first vision is freedom. I believe that India got its first vision of freedom in 1857 when we started the war of independence. It is a war that we must protect, nurture and build on. If we have no time, if we are not free, no one will respect us. Only strength is backed strength. We have 10% growth rate in most areas, of poetry levels of falling down. Yet we have lack of self-confidence to see ourselves as a developing nation. Really? Isn't this incorrect? That is why my second vision is development. For 50 years, India's country is being as a developing nation and called as a developing nation. Our achievements are glowingly before us today. I have third vision. It is about strength. I believe that India must stand up to the world. If India will not stand, no one will respect us. Only strength respects the strength. We should be strong, not only in the military power, we should be having economic power too. My good fortune was to meet three great minds of the world. They were Dr. Vikram Sarabhai, Professor Tesh Dhawan, and Dr. Brahm Prakash. The great opportunity of my life. I worked with them, deal with them very closely, and get the whole knowledge of this world. Do you know? Now I am known as a Dr. Kalam. You say that our country is inefficient. You say that our country, India, has spread to the dogs and is absolute bitch. You say that our government is inefficient. The municipality didn't pick up the garbage and is absolute bitch. You say that phones don't work, railways are joke, schools are the worst in the world. You say. Did you mean about it? Did you know about it? Dear Indians, I am promoting the word of the kings to the fellow Americans to lead India. What we should do to India to make India a developing nation. We should say, or India was developing nation, or India is developing nation, and India will be developing nation. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Our next participant is Harjot Kaur. Her topic is Spread Love Wherever You Go by Mother Teresa.
Cordless mic they are comfortable but voice is not clear.
नहीं cordless mic will be second one. एक एक बारी cordless mic दो बेटा. बच्चे बिना ऐसे तो करना चालू करेंगे. हाँ जी बेटा. आशीष.
Hello.
Practice with that also. बिना लेफ्ट स्टैंड तो माइक भी रख दो एक बार ये स्टैंड वाला Once you start with that,
But how you comfortable with that or that? Okay.
Have you ever wondered what it means to really help someone? Not with money, not with gifts, but just with loving heart, kind words, and a smile. Today I'm here to share the thoughts and message of a woman who has spent her whole life in just helping others, and she is known as all over the India as a symbol of love and kindness. With this, a very peaceful afternoon to an all present here. Today I have Jokar from 6th standard going to speak the words spoken by Mother Teresa. Spread love everywhere you go. My name is Mother Teresa. I was born in a small town called Skopje in North Macedonia. But I have spent most of my life in India serving the poor, sick, homeless and needy people. From a very young age, I have felt the calling to help others. I became a nun and later started a group called Mercenaries of Charity. Our mission was simple: to care for those who had no one to love for them. I have seen much pain and suffering in the world. I have walked the streets where people had no food, no homes, and no one to care for them. But I have also seen something else, that hope lies in the small acts of kindness. Many people think to make difference in the world, they must do something big. But that's not true. They do not need to do something big. They only need to do something small, but with great love. It's not how much we do that matters. It is how much love we put into our doings. When I pick up a hungry or sick person from the streets of Calcutta, I see the face of God in them. Every human being is precious to Him. So everyone deserves love and care. I always believe that not all of us can do great things, but we can do small things with great love. That means even if you cannot do something big, like building a hospital, you can still do something small, like giving a smile, sharing a lunch, or helping your classmate. And that matters a lot. You do not have to be rich to help someone. You do not have to be famous. You just have to care. A smile, a gentle word, and a helping hand. All these can bring light into someone's darkness. Sometimes we think love must be something special, heroic, or big. But no, it is simple. It lies in the kind words we speak. It lies in the time we give to someone who needs us. And it lies in the joy you give to someone who is sad. The hunger for love is more harder to satisfy than the hunger for food. Children, your kindness is more powerful than you think. Even helping your parents at home, respecting your teacher, or adding a lonely friend into your game, all this is loving action. When you do something good, do not do it for a prize. Do it with your heart. The world needs more love, more care, and more peace. And it begins with you. If you want peace in the world, start loving by your own family, your friends, and your neighbors. So let us begin today, right now, right here, to spread love everywhere we go. Kindness is in your eyes, kindness is in your face, and kindness is in your smile. Do not wait for the others to start. Do it yourself. Be the one who brings joy into sadness and peace into hate. Remember, if each one of us cleans our homes and hearts, then the whole world will be clean and bright. So let your hearts be full of compassion. When we love, we bring God's light to the earth. Thank you, and may God bless you all.
Now inviting our next speaker, Gursimrat Kaur. Her topic is Believe in Yourself.
Good afternoon, everyone. I, Gursimrat Kaur, going to deliver a speech on a topic, Believe in Yourself. What makes you beautiful? Stop comparing yourself with others. I think the only thing we all need to understand is come out and speak. I also believe in this, and today I'm standing in front of you. I think that everyone has a different strength and different way to get success or achieve something in the life. I think I'm a person who thinks about about its mental health. Whenever I feel vomity, discomfort, or tiredness, I take a break to 5-10 minutes or even half an hour to focus on my processed traffic. I fail many times, but I try again and again, again and again and again and again. I never give up. I always try my best. My father, who always supports me, has said, "You can do it. You can do everything that you want." When my father says that, I realize, yeah, he's saying right. I can do everything that I want. Many people boosted my confidence, but my dad, who always stands for me, who always motivates me and said, "You can do it. You can do everything that you want. Show your inner power what really you women can do, what they can achieve, how they can achieve." When I fail first time in life, my father says that, "Do you know the meaning of fail?" He said the fail does not mean lost faith and set free. He said the fail means your first attempt is learning. When my father says that, I realize, yeah, he's saying right. If I'm not able to achieve something in my first attempt, I can try again to achieve something. He always motivates me. I always try to win something in life because I know if I lost faith, I will not able to achieve anything in my life. I think that speed, fast, and headstrong attitude towards achieving your goals makes you unstoppable. The only thing you need to do is focus on your goals. If you focus on your goals, you will really able to achieve something in life. Whenever I used to blame myself, my father always said, "Hey, you are the Sheni of a Punjab, you are the Sheni of a India, you can do everything that you want." When my father says that, I realize, yeah, it's me. It's my time to shine and glow. I know that my father is one person who always supports me. I never used to compare myself with others because I know if I will compare with someone, it's not good. Because everyone has their different way to get success in their life. We should listen those who always motivate us that you can do it. You can do everything that you want. We should not listen those who say us you can't do it. It's not for you because they don't want to see you happy and successful in your life. Why are women still targeted? When the women left, they can change this whole the world quickly. The only thing they need to do is unstoppable, unbothered, and focus on their goals only. They should listen more as they speak. Because if they will listen someone who motivates them, it's amazing. But they should speak more and listen. Because this is how the people are going to treat you. It's your life, it's your right, it's your time, the way you want to live. Thank you. Have a golden day ahead.
Now moving forward to our next speaker, that is Hargun Singh. His topic is Playing in My Way by Sachin Tendulkar.
बच्चे आशीष
Good afternoon to everyone. Today I, Hargun Singh, going to narrate a speech on the topic The Playing in My Way, which is given by the great Indian cricketer who is known for his record of 100 centuries all around the world and also known as the god of the cricket all around the world, that is Sachin Tendulkar. In early part of my life, when I was just 11 years old, I stayed with my aunt. I made my aunt to chuck a number of balls a day. I probably took a blade and a golf ball and rubbed the golf ball with the blade till that it can change into the shape of oval, so that it can be easy for me to play the spin. It can be leg spin or the off spin because it will hit the floor and as well as change its direction. It sort of taught to me that you have to take your front foot out and as well as defend the ball with the soft hands. Not being so tall that time, I was in spite of achieving something and as well as practicing for a number of hours just on the field. Throughout my career of 20 to 22 years, I was just on my toes. Basically, as an 11-year-old boy, my coach told me that you should reach in the field and start to practice for 3 to 4 hours. And after that, I completed my studies. In my life, I have been supporting many of the people and they all have also supported me a lot. Someone told me that golf ball playing technique can improve your spin playing techniques, so I followed that technique. My friends told that you are just wasting your time in playing cricket, you should leave cricket. I said that no, cricket is my profession and I will achieve one day something due to cricket only. As a youngster, I went to Chennai in the MRF camp where my coach told me that you just stick to do the batting, you never try to do bowling. I said that batting is my profession, I feel bowling little bit difficult. He said, for you there is nothing difficult, you can do everything. I tried in the nets where I bowled 10 to 12 batsmen in the nets. I was very happy at that time. My mother told that if you will never lose your hope, you can achieve everything you have aimed in your life. So she also told that no one else can tell you that what you are and what you can do and what you are capable of doing in your life. You are knowing that what you can achieve and what you are capable of doing in your life. So you should never lose hope in your life. I am a right-arm off-break bowler and right-handed batsman. My favorite match was against Pakistan when I was batting against the fast bowler of the Pakistan in the World Cup 1992. In my life, I have been supporting many of the people and they all have also supported me a lot. So I welcome you all in my farewell party today. Thanks and have a nice day.
Our next speaker is Ekrup Kaur. Her topic is freedom or death.
Believe you can and you're halfway there. With this, a very warm afternoon to all present over here. Myself, Ekrup Kaur, standing in front of you as an ideal of Emmeline Pankhurst, going to share her views on topic, freedom or death. I come to you in the name of a woman who have fought and suffered for liberty. The women who throughout history have had to battle their way towards freedom just as their forefathers did. We are here not because we are lawbreakers, we are here in our efforts to become lawmakers. I speak to you as one who have been judged, imprisoned and treated as a criminal for demanding the most basic right that democracy promises, the right to vote. You in America have learned the lesson of revolution. You know that freedom must sometimes be taken, not begged for. England's women are learning that same lesson today. We have been patient for generations. We have petitioned, protested, reasoned, and been ignored. We asked politely and they laughed. We protest quietly and they scorned us. We raised our voice in the streets and they struck us down. So we had to make stand. You say, why do you break the law? And I answer, because the law has broken us. The laws under which we live were made by a man without any consent of a woman. They have made women political slave, and when a slave revolts, people blame the slave and not the system. You cannot make omelets without breaking the eggs. You cannot have revolution without breaking the laws. When human lives, human souls are at stake. Laws must be challenged and remade. Every great reform in history have been born from struggle. When men fought for their liberty, they broke laws that faced prison and death. And yet, when a woman do the same, they are called unwomanly, hysterical, mystical, violent, and what not. We are not fighting against men. We are fighting against a system that denies half of humanity a voice in its own government. Some say we should wait. We have waited and waited for a long 50 years. Waiting has brought us nothing but more contempt. I would rather be rebel than a slave. I tell you this, freedom has never been won without suffering. Our women have gone to prison, have endured hunger strikes, have been forcefully fed, and yet we are not beaten. Every time they strike one of us down, 10 more rises in our place. I tell you this, why every time a woman is put on the place where men are not? You cannot make revolution without breaking the laws. It has been long 336 years when the bills of right have been passed, but nor girls, neither women are getting their full right. You may imprison us, you may chain us, you may torture us, you may even kill us. But you can't stop awakening of a woman. The power of human spirit can't be imprisoned. We'll fight on, not because it's easy, but because it's a right. And we mean to go on until we have won freedom or death. Thanks and have a wonderful day.
Our next speaker is Japreet Kaur. Her topic is My Great Advice for You by Mary Kom.
As a leader, it's not important to see your success, but to focus on the success of others. With this, a very peaceful afternoon to an adult presence here. I, Japreet Kaur, standing in front of you as an ideal of Mary Kom and my great advice for you. So let's begin with it. In my family, I'm the elder one. So I have a brother and a sister. My younger brother and sister are still in my family. So I have to go and do something for my family to get a job. I always challenge people when they just laugh. I will show you one day, after getting 5-time world championship. The people who just laughed at me before are bowing now and respect me. I'm looking different from others. I look like Chinese, Thailand, or maybe Japanese. People are very surprised because they never accept me as an Indian. My career starts with boxing. Boxing, it is a discipline and you get angry. I think it's not a real boxer who get in a ring but shows zero anger. I think you can't win gold without surrender. In Manipur, the top player, mostly player, family background is very poor. I am in the same category. I also come from a very poor family. So, we have to do more hard work, get money and live better life. I miss my family, they miss me too. Difficult, but I have to do something for my family, for my country. And to prove the people wrong, it's just laugh. I have to fulfill my dreams. I have to make second Mary Kom, a very calm Mary Kom who thinks about her country first.
I have to contribute my seed into the youngster. I have to make Olympic championship for the youngster. I always remember the story of David and Goliath. David, a small boy, and Goliath, a big man, and how David can kill the Goliath. So, I also think me as a small problem coming upon me very big. So, I have to also face problems because problems are the part of life. They come and go. They can be big or small, but we should know how to face the problem. Sometimes some people create problems in your life to make you weak because they want you to be at back foot. You should be at front. Don't be afraid by the person who tries to make you laugh, who tries to make you weak. Always do meditation, hard work, practice to achieve your goal. Start focusing on goal and focus on your goal. My goal was to achieve boxing. Boxing is my life, my passion, my career. And I have to win boxing to make my family, to make my country proud on me, and to shut them out of people who just laugh. And last, I would like to say that practice makes a man perfect. Always do meditation, hard work, practice to achieve your goal. Practice as many times until you achieve your goal. So, always do practice because practice makes a man perfect. Start believing in yourself. Don't be attracted by the person who thinks you're bad and say, I'm the best. Thanks for listening and have a wonderful day ahead.
Our next speaker is, her topic is Feminism by Emma Watson.
Feminism isn't about making women strong. Women are already strong. It's about changing the way the world perceives their strength. With this, a very warm morning to an adult present here. Myself from Neat Core from 7th Standard standing in front of you as an ideal of Emma Watson to share her views on topic feminism. I was appointed 6 months ago, and the more I have spoken about feminism, the more I have realized that fighting for women's rights has too often become synonymous with man-hating. If there is one thing that I know for certain is that this has to stop. For the record, feminism by definition is the belief that men and women should have equal rights and opportunities. It is the theory of political, economic and social equality of the sexes. I started questioning gender-based assumptions a long time ago. When I was 8, I was confused for being called bossy because I wanted to direct the plays we would put on for our parents, but the boys were not. When at 14, I got sexualized by certain elements of media. When at 15, my girlfriend started dropping out of their sports team because they doesn't want it to look muscly. When at 18, my male friends were unable to express their feelings. Then, I decided that I will be a feminist. And this seemed uncomplicated to me. But my recent research has shown me that feminism has become an unpopular word. Women are choosing not to identify as feminists. Apparently, I am among the ranks of those women whose expressions are seen as too strong, too aggressive, isolating, anti-men and unattractive. Why the word has become so uncomfortable one? I am from Britain and I think it's right that I am paid the same as my male counterparts. I think it's right that I am able to make my own decisions. I think it's right that socially I am afforded the same respect as men. But sadly, I can say there is no country in the world in which all women can accept to receive these rights. There is no country in the world in which yet they can say that they have achieved gender equality. Gender inequality isn't a woman's issue, it's a human issue. It affects all of us, how we are raised, how we are judged, and how freely we all are allowed to live our lives. Today, we have created a world where strength is praised in men but questioned in women, where sensitivity is praised in women but discouraged in men. Today, I stand here in front of you to demand an end to the silent epidemic of gender-based harassment that occurs in both public and private spheres, from our streets to our screens. Both men and women should feel free to be strong. Both men and women should feel free to be sensitive. Let us all come together and perceive gender as a spectrum, not as two opposing sets of ideals. Thanks and have a golden day ahead.
Our next speaker is Ramanpreet Kaur. The topic is Love, Care and Service by Mother Teresa.
The fruit of love is service. The fruit of service is peace, and peace begins with a smile. With this, a very warm good afternoon to one and all present here. Myself, Ramanpreet Kaur, standing in front of you to deliver a speech that's already delivered by Mother Teresa. Let's begin. Today, I'm very happy to talk to you guys. My message is very simple. It's about love, care, and service. This is the most important thing in our life. Today, many people feel lonely and alone. Some people are not just poor in money, but also poor in love and care. The biggest fault in this world is not hungerness, it's loneliness. Everyone wants to feel love and care. You don't need to do big things. A small act, a small smile, a kind word like please, and a helping hand can bring joyness to someone's life. I always say, do small things with a great love. This can bring joyness to someone's life. Everyone sitting right here. Do you know that we all belong to one family? That's the family of God. Where no matter from where we come from, where no matter what language we speak, where no matter what religion we follow. That is why it is said, always love each other. This is a way to bring peace into this beautiful world. First, we must love our family. Love should start in our home. If we love our parents, brothers, sisters, grandparents, then we can learn how to love the world. Serving others is not always easy. Sometimes you may feel discouraged, tired, but when you do something with love, that's beautiful in the eyes of God. I believe that peace begins with a smile. If each one of us smiles, we can bring peace into one home, one street, one school. A smile is a small thing, but gives you much. When you smile at someone, you're telling them you're important, you're loved one. A smile is a small thing, but gives you much. A smile can bring light into a sad heart. A smile can heal pain. A smile can start even though a new friendship. In this world, we need peaceful life. But where does peace start? Not in big speeches, not in big meetings. It starts in our heart, in our home. When we love each other and forgive each other, the peace starts to grow there. I believe that peace begins with a smile. If each one of us smiles, we can bring peace into one home, one street, one school. Sooner, this whole world will be a better place. So, my dear friends, let us love each other. Not by fighting, but by caring. Let us serve more and more, and let us spread kindness wherever we go. Before I end, I want to say some things. Never hurt someone's feelings. Because when you hurt someone's feelings, they are very uneasy with you. So, make smile on the person's face and spread kindness wherever you go. Thanks and have a a wonderful day ahead.
Our next speaker is Arshdeep Kaur. Her speech is on John F. Kennedy. Believing in yourself is the greatest secret of success. With this, a very warm afternoon to our Honorable Vice Principal Ma'am, judges, parents, teachers and all my dear friends. Today I, Arshdeep Kaur, going to deliver a speech which was already delivered by a famous personality named John F. Kennedy. So it goes like this. My fellow citizens, we stand at the edge of a new era, a time of hope, a time of responsibility, and a time of challenge. The world is watching, history is listening, and the future is waiting for the courage of our actions. Each generation faces trials, yet each generation has the chance to rise above them. It's not the trials that define us, but the strength with which we face them. Let every nation know, whether it wishes us well or ill, that we shall pay any price, bear any burden, meet any hardship, support any friend, or oppose any foe, to assure the success and survival of liberty. For the torch of freedom, which has been passed on to a new generation, a generation unwilling to witness or permit the slow undoing of human rights, to which this nation has always been committed. We are called not merely to inherit it, but to strengthen it, protect it, and pass it forward. Let us not seek power through fear, but progress through faith. Faith in our idols, faith in our people, and faith in the future of mankind. United there is nothing we cannot achieve, and divided there is nothing we will ever achieve. To those around the world struggling to break the chains of oppression, poverty, hunger, we offer our hand, not because we seek power, but because we seek peace. Let both sides of the world know the problems that unite us, instead of arguing about the problems that divide us. Let both sides invoke the wonders of science instead of its terrors. Let both sides unite and build a world where the strong are just, the weak are safe, and the peace is preserved. We are not alone in this task. People across oceans and borders are working on this, and it's our duty to join them, to stand against hatred, to act for the oppressed, and to speak for justice, to lift up those who have no voice. And the measures of a nation is how it treats its citizens and neighbors. Freedom is not a simple gift, it's a responsibility, and that responsibility is needed to be handled very carefully. And at last, my fellow citizens, ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country. Let us dedicate ourselves to courage, to service, and to a vision of peace that will not last for a day, not for a year, but for generations to come. Thank you. Our next speaker is Shabaddeep Kaur.
Let every child learn. That is a true freedom. Good afternoon to one and all present here. Myself, Shabhadeep Kaur from 7th Standard, and today I am going to deliver a speech that has been already delivered by Fatima Sheikh, the first Muslim woman teacher of India. She taught us that education is for everyone, not for a few. So let's begin with it. I, Fatima Sheikh, a teacher, a dreamer and believer in the rights of education and equality. I was born in a very different world, where girls were taught to stay at home. Poor children were taught that they don't deserve to study, and teachers like me were taught to stay silent. But how could I stay silent when so many hearts are longing to learn? How could I stay away from the girls who want to learn, to write and to dream? No, I could not, so I chose courage over fear. When my friends Savitribai Phule and Jyotibai Phule were forced to leave their homes because of teaching girls, I opened my small house. Fatima's palace became a school. No fancy walls, no fancy benches, just a few books and big dreams. Every morning I saw those young faces walking proudly with slates in their hands. People laughed at us. They said that why to teach them? They are not meant to learn. But I smiled and said, let them laugh. One day, these girls will rise higher than anyone ever imagined. Once I remember a little girl when she wrote her name for the first time and said, now I exist. That single line gave a new meaning to my life, because when a girl learns to write her name, she writes her own future. I not only fought with weapons or enemies. My weapon was my book, my courage was hope, and my enemies were the people around me who stopped me because of teaching girls. When I look at you, young, confident, educated, I feel proud because you are living in a dream that once seemed impossible, a dream that no one can even imagine of. You see that education is not about passing exams. It's about breaking walls and building bridges of kindness and respect. Help someone who is not able to study and always believe that a teacher and a book can change the future of the whole world. You see that education is not about passing exams. I not only fought for myself, I fought for every child who wants to learn, to write and to dream. Education is not a gift, it is a right given to everyone. If teaching a girl is a crime, then I'll accept my crime. At last, my heartfelt thanks to my family who stood with me when the world stood against me. My friends Savitribai Phule and Jyotibai Phule who helped me along the way. My thanks end here now, but the fight for education will never end. Thank you for giving me this wonderful opportunity to stand here. Have a wonderful day ahead.
We are truly honored to have a guest of honor, Dr. Jagdeep Singh Sandhu, Head of English Department, Firozpur. I request our Honorable Principal Sir and Vice Principal Ma'am to kindly present a token of gratitude to our guest of honor. We are truly privileged to have you with us, sir. Now, I would like to request our esteemed chief guest, Dr. Suvita Butola, to come on the stage and share her precious views with us.
be seated. It's such a privilege for me to be here today. And Rajni, please sit. Please sit. First of all, I would like to convey my very sincere thanks to the chairperson, to the principal and to the vice principal, and to all the students for inviting me to be a part of your declamation today. And so as you heard them tell you in my introduction that I am serving with the Border Security Force as a doctor, and I'm currently DIG in Srinagar. But this is Firozpur is my hometown, and I have been educated here, both school and college, and I like to come back. And it's very nice for me to be part of a school function again. And as I was sitting here, I was remembering that the first time I was on stage in class 5, I was invited to be part of the assembly for the morning prayers. You know, we have children who come and speak a poem every day, a poem. So I forgot. I spoke 2 lines and I forgot. So I spoke only 2 lines and I went back. And it was very embarrassing. And then when I was part of a declamation, I spoke 1 paragraph and I forgot. So again, I had to go back without completing. But as you grow, you learn, you mature, you evolve. And now, if you tell me to come onto the stage and speak, I can do it for 1 hour without preparation. And I teach communication skills. Like Madam was here, she teaches communication skills. So I teach communication skills to doctors. And as we were coming here, we were talking about listening. So in life, listening is more important than talking. It's very important. Your vice principal, I'm told, is a very good listener. And she has listened to all the children who came here till the 3rd round. So one applause for your teachers. And for a long time, I have been reflecting on the changes that have taken part in education and in medicine. 2 noble professions of the word, where we were taught that if you are not getting paid in money, you get your students' respect, you get your patients' respect, which is everything you need in life. But as you know, society changes, and those 2 things have changed. Teachers are not the same, doctors are not the same, patients are not the same, students are not the same. It's part of change in society. But in the half an hour that I am here in your school, I have seen that this is one of those places which is still trying to keep the values intact. So, all of you deserve to be congratulated for that, because education in most of the places is, you know, educational institutions are not the same. So they are more into, what should I say, like hospitals, educational institutions are also becoming more commercial. Any place that has the values right will bring out excellent citizens, and that is what we aim at. It is not about imparting knowledge. It is about imparting values. And in the half an hour that I am here, I have seen that. All your teachers, your management have their focus on the right place, and the students will automatically learn the right things. Small things, you know, the way your school is decorated, the way children have participated in the stage decoration, without going in for fancy, expensive items. You have worked hard to put this decoration here, and that is what matters. It's a simple hall, no fancy items, a plain and simple hall with focus on learning, not on decoration. So, again, all I can say is I'm very happy to be here, and thank you, Rajni, for inviting me. And again, I keep coming here because I like to come back to the hometown, and in future I plan to be half the time in Dehradun, which is my husband's place, and half the time in Firozpur, because I don't want to practice after I retire. I just want to be involved in social work. So I'm making my commitment here I would like to be part of my school, that is St. Joseph's, but I would also like to be part of this school in whatever way I can, to help you, to support you, to help teach your students whatever I can. I do a lot of teaching on gender, so I was very interested in the topics of feminism and the suffrage movement. Anything that I can help you with in future, my services are there. And again, all the best to you children. The difference between teachers, I will just use a Hindi line before I end. शिक्षक, आचार्य और गुरु में क्या फर्क होता है? It is about imparting. सिर्फ जो पढ़ाता है, जो आपको नॉलेज देता है, वो आपका अध्यापक होता है, टीचर होता है. जो उससे थोड़ी ज़्यादा गाइडेंस देता है, वो आचार्य होता है. और जो आपको लाइफ के बारे में सिखाता है, वो गुरु होता है. इसीलिए इंडिया के कल्चर में गुरु की इतनी इज्जत की जाती है. So try to learn from your gurus. You will always love them and respect them because they are teaching you about life. जो टीचर सबसे ज़्यादा डांटते हैं क्लास में, उन्हीं की अटैचमेंट होती है बच्चों से, and those are the ones who care about you. So value your teachers, value your time in school. This is the foundation of your life, and you are learning everything that will help you in future. So whatever you do in your professional life is only one part of it. What you learn as citizens, what you learn in your family, in your community is what is more important. And thank you very much. I wish you all the best for your future.
Now it's time to honor our chief guest, Dr. Savita Patola, DIG Medical, Srinagar. Now moving forward to our next speaker, Parkaram Singh.
Fear of failure is the greatest barrier to success. Good morning to all of you. My name is Parkaram Singh Sandhu, and today I'm going to deliver a speech already delivered by a fearless hero, Yuvraj Singh. It goes like this. When I was a little child, I loved to skate. It was legitimately everything for me. When I grew up, I wanted to be a skater. But my father, he was like a devil to me. He didn't let me do skating. He told me, you will only play cricket. I told him, Father, I don't like to play cricket. I want to be a skater when I grew up. But he didn't listen to me and said, you will be a skater. I said, fine. The next day, there was a skating competition. I asked my mother and participated in it.
It went pretty well. First, I was on the fourth position, but then I put in all my faith and got the gold medal. I was really excited to show my father, but he didn't care. He threw my gold medal and skates out of the car and said, "I told you, Raj, you will only play cricket, not do skating." I said, "Fine, but remember that I'll never be happy." He said, "Fine." I was heartbroken. I had to fulfill my father's dream. I said, "Okay." After a few years of deadly practice, I finally got selected in the Indian team. In my first match, I scored a demolishing 84 runs. My father was really happy. He was telling everyone, "My son got selected in the Indian team. My son got selected in the Indian team." After a few months, I got the news. I got selected in the 2011 World Cup. I was really happy. Everyone was congratulating me. At that moment, I felt how good it was to be an athlete. At that moment, I felt how good it was to be an athlete. A few months later, I got the news and disaster struck. I had cancer. I wasn't feeling good. The doctor said I had to take bed rest. I said, "No, doctor, I will not take bed rest. I can't miss this opportunity. I will play." And I did play. Throughout the season, it was going out really good, and I was playing really good. In the semi-final match, I wasn't feeling good. I had to take bed rest. My coach told me, "Yuvraj, you cannot play." I told him, "Coach, I will play and take my team over the line." And I did. In this final match, it was an intense pressure. My captain and my really good friend, MS Tony, told me, "Yuvraj, don't give up. No matter what happens, even if we lose, nobody can say that we gave up." I said, "Fine." And he told me, "You should never give up." I said, "Okay." We played a really magnificent and good innings and won the match. The only thing I want to say to you guys is today is we should never give up. Thank you and have a nice day.
Our next speaker is Navneet Sandhu. She is going to deliver a speech by Dr. Anandi Gopal Joshi.
The education has no gender. That courage can overcome a tradition and death. A single woman's dream can inspire our nation. A very delightful afternoon to honorable principals, sir, judges, parents, teachers, and my fellow students. I, Navneet Sandhu, today am going to deliver a speech which was already delivered by Dr. Anandi Gopal Joshi. It gives me a great pleasure and deep emotion to stand before you today. I come from distant land, India, a country rich in culture and tradition, but where the education of women has long been neglected. In my childhood, I saw our women suffer silently in the matters of health. When I was of 14-year-old, I lost my young child because there was no proper medical care was available for women. That painful experience, a wicked dream in my heart to become a doctor. In my country, the idea of women studying medicine was unheard of, but I found great strength and encouragement in my husband Gopal Rao Joshi, who believes that women's place is not only at home, wherever she can serve humanity. With this sport, I crossed the ocean to come to this great land of America to learn the art and science of medicine. The journey was not easy. I was far from my family, my people, and my culture. I faced challenges of language, climate, and health. But I never gave up because I carried with me the hopes of Indian countless women, mothers, sisters, and daughters who deserve better health and dignity. Today, as I complete my medical education, I do not think of this as my personal success. I see this as a first step towards a greater mission. My goal is to serve my country, to establish hospitals for women, and to encourage others to follow the same path to learn and serve. I did not live alone, but I lived with purpose. My body grew weak, but my spirit remained unbroken. I proved that determination can defeat doubt and death. Women's voice, once filled with conviction, can echo for generations. At last, I thank this institution, my professors, and people of the country for their kindness and guidance. I thank my husband for his vision and my nation for giving me purpose. Thank you for listening me patiently. I hope my words were meaningful to you. Have a wonderful day ahead.
Now call in the last speaker from sub-junior category, Ashpreet Kaur.
Never wish that life was easier. Wish that you were better. With this afternoon to one and all present here, today I, Ashpreet Kaur, going to deliver a speech was delivered by Lata Mangeshkar on gratitude and humility. First of all, I wanted to say that I do not consider myself as a great speaker, but I always wanted to show that it's better to express through music than through words. And today I'm going to share something very close to my heart. I was born in a simple Marathi family. My father was a classical singer and theatre artist. He was my first guru. When I was 13 years old, he passed away. Our family was left with very little. From that time, I started singing professionally to support my family. Those days was full of challenges for me. But I learned something very important, that life never gave us anything easily. But when we receive that thing, we should thankful to the God and the person who helped us along the way. When I became known in film industry, I never forgot from where I came from. I never forgot those sleepless nights, the pain in my voice when I record the song after many hours of the travel and rehearsals. But I all did it with my grateful heart. You see, gratitude is not just saying a thank you. It means the way of your living. It means remembering your roots. It means respecting your teachers, elders, and humility is when you receive something. They'll never matter you achieve or not, because there is more to learn. More than 70 years I spent in the world of music. During this long journey, I received a lot more love, awards, money, faith. But when I thought, what's really matter? It's not money, it's not award, it's not faith. The really matter is the love of your audience and the blessing of your people. Humility makes us grounded. Music taught me that the more you learn and the more you realize. Humility opens our hearts for learning and growth. If we will carry our gratitude in our hearts and humility in our action, these values make us better human beings, better citizens, better artists. This gratitude goes towards my parents, who taught me the courage, gave me the values, my teachers, mentors who shaped my voice and taught me with the patience, my directors, lyricists who believed in me and gave me such a beautiful songs to sing.
and most importantly, the people of my India, my extended family. I thank all of you for your faith, love, and the prayers for me. I may old now, may my voice not sing, but my heart is full of music and gratitude. Thanks and have a wonderful day ahead.
Now we move on to the junior category. The first speaker from junior category is Preet Kaur.
Hope is being able to see light despite all the darkness, and this amidst of darkness is the hope that helps you find light. With this, wishing you all a sweet and warm afternoon. Today I, Ashpreet, and today I have the honor of delivering my declamation topic on a powerful and timely poem by Amanda Gorman, The Helvig Clan, a poem that describes unity, collaboration, and togetherness. So let's begin with it. When the day comes, we ask ourselves, where can we find light in this never-ending shade? The loss we carry at sea, we must weigh. We are brave, the belly of the beast, and we have learned that quiet isn't always peace, and the norms and notions of what just isn't always justice. And yet the dawn is ours before we know it. Somehow we do it. Somehow we have gathered and witnessed a nation that isn't broken, but simply unfinished. And yes, we as successors of a country from the time where a skinny black girl descended from the slaves cannot dream of becoming a president, only to find yourself reciting for one. And yes, we are far from polished, far from pristine, but that doesn't mean we're striving to form a union that is perfect. We're striving to form a union with purpose, to compose a country committed to all cultures, conditions, characters, and cultures of a man. And so, we lift our gaze not to what stands between us, but what stands before us. We close the divide because we know to put our future first. We must put our differences aside. And so, we lay down our arms so we can reach out to one another. We must seek harm to none, but harmony to all. Let the globe, if nothing else, say this is true. That even as we grieved, we grew. That even as we were hurt, we hoped. That even as we were tired, we tried. And that was forever we tied together victorious. Not because we'll never ever see defeat again, because we'll never ever see division again. And yes, that is the promise to climb the hill we all climb. If we're gonna live up to your own life, then victory won't lay in the blaze, but in all the bridges we have made. It's the past we step into and how we repair it. We have seen a force that would shatter a nation rather than share it, would destroy the country if it meant delaying democracy. This is the era of just redemption. In this faith we trust for a while. We have our eyes on the future, and history has its on us. And yes, our people, diverse and beautiful, will emerge more diverse and beautiful. We will counsel, rebuild, and reconsider every known nook of our country and every corner called our country. So let's leave behind a country better than the one we were left with. We will arise from the sun-baked south, unafraid. So now when we step out of the shade of flame, unafraid as the new dawn blooms we free it. For there was always light, if you're brave enough to be it, if you're brave enough to see it. And remember the message, the hill is steep, and yet together we rise, together we shine. In unity we find the strength to, and in hope we have the courage to build a better future. Yes, this hill reminds us that the climb is the proof of our courage, and the future is our reward. Now I leave you with my deepest hope, courage, and thanks, wishing you a day as wonderful and magical as your dreams.
Our next speaker is called, her topic is Smart Girl by Dolly Singh.
Good afternoon to one and all present here. So today I, Nimrod, will declaim a speech on the topic Smart Girl by Dolly Singh, and it goes like this. When I was young, I would generally perform well in my classes, and all the adults would dearly call me the smart girl. Now, it's not like I was born smart. I would just practically apply whatever was taught in school. Like when they taught us beef or ball, my mother also taught me something. But girls don't play with dolls. They play with balls. And I was like, I understood that within a second. And marks were a 10 out of 10. The girl learned this and she became smart. She learned the difference between biodegradable and non-biodegradable. Biodegradable is something which turns into dust, like the repetition of a girl's father within a second. And non-biodegradable is something which never dies, like the repetition of the same father and the birth of a son. She understood this and she became smart. She learned why male chromosome is XY and female chromosome is XX. This is because us women never got the chance to ask why. The girl understood this and she became smart. By the way, I got 92 marks in my maths board exam. This was only because of 2 reasons. Firstly, I had mugged up R.D. Sharma. And secondly, I would solve real-life math problems every period. Let me give you some examples. Question number 1, there. If tuition ends at 6:30 p.m., how do you reach point home, which is 3.3 kilometers away, by 6:45 p.m., while you carry the heavy baggage of your family's repetition? Question number 2, there. If from point home, 2.3 kilometers away, a man passes a comment at you. Calculate the speed in which you should bend down your head in shape. Question number 3, there, sir. In the given figure, Dolly is 5'5", age 16, weighs 35. How much weight does she have to gain to bear a baby? My sister-in-law told me this very sweetly. Question number 4, it's final, it's for everyone. Prove that Dolly is an irrational number. You know, it was proven the day she chose career over marriage. And you know, in senior secondary, this juniors was a whole 180 degrees. And to my family's disappointment, chose to opt for arts. You know, I was very excited. I was like, history is my favorite subject. I can ace it. How hard could it be? But the first day I stepped foot into class, the first thing my teacher told me was, no one ever gets full marks in arts. So there's no point hoping. And I was like, us women never get them anyways. She's either too short, too tall, too fat, too dark. Why is her hair so curly? Why is it straight all of a sudden? If she points, she's shameless. And if not, then she's dumb and useless. If she earns, she's a sinner. If not, then she's a gold digger. If she cries, she's a victim. And if not, then she's a feminist. If she wears full sleeve, then it's lame. If not, then it must be a game. If she gets successful, then it's easy for her. If not, then better luck next time. She's someone's mother, sister, daughter, daughter-in-law, auntie, grandma. She's even a photograph. But she is never her own. Thanks. Have a wonderful day.
The power to change the world is not in the hands of few. It lies in the heart of girls who dare to dream and in hands of those who are brave enough to believe in them. With this, a charming good afternoon to everybody present here. Myself, Samarpreet Kaur, and today I'm here to declare my speech inspired by Lema Ball on the topic Dream of African Girls. And before I speak anything, this is how world see girls. Eyes closed, minds closed. But when I close my eyes, I see faces of African girls. Bright, fierce, brilliant. The dream of becoming doctors, engineers, presidents. The dream of flying planes, leading nations, writing books. But too often, before those dreams can grow wings, someone tells them, you can't, you're just a girl. You were born in a wrong place. And that's how another flame is smoother. I come from Libya, a country that has known war, pain, loss. But I also come from a land of women who refuse to give up. When war tore my country apart, women gathered, Christian, Muslim, rich, poor, and we said enough. We stood in sun every day, dressed white, praying for peace. We had no weapon, no money, no power, just courage, just faith, just believed that peace was possible if we refused to sit down. And we did it. We forced the men with guns to sit down at the table. We demanded for peace and we got it. That was the day when I realized something that the world had forgotten. When we unlock the true potential of women and girls, you unlock the future of the world. But the truth is that even today, millions of girls in Africa and across the world are still denied the chance to dream. They are told that education is not for them, that leadership is not for them, that greatness is not for them. Yet, I have seen brilliance in their eyes. I have heard wisdom in their question and I felt fire in their heart. Now, the problem is not that African girls lack intelligence or ambition. The problem is that the world refuses to see them, refuses to invest in them. We build schools, but not enough classrooms. We build policies, but not enough belief. We talk about empowerment, but do not hand over the mic. Every time a girl is educated, she lifts her community up. Every time she becomes a leader, she breaks a generational curse. And every time she dares to dream, she gives hope to another girl that's watching her. So, I would like to ask all of you what would happen if we unlock the true potential, intelligence, and greatness of girls. What if we let them write their own stories in their own voices? What if we listen? Really listen and discover. One of the greatest mistakes we make is thinking that leadership only belongs to those who stand on stages or sit on high offices. Leadership is also that mother who wakes up every day before dawn just to earn enough for her child's school fees. It is the young girl who teaches her sister to read by candlelight. They're all leaders. They're all dreamers. They're all change makers. So today, I want you to look around your community. Find that one girl who has been silenced. Tell her that she matters. Tell her that she can. Because when girls rises, families rise. When families rise, nation rises. And when nation rises, the world becomes a brighter place. Thank you.
Our next speaker is Simranjeet Kaur.
You can speak well if your tongue delivers the message of your heart. With this, a very cheerful afternoon to one and all present here. Today, I, Simranjeet Kaur, are going to deliver a speech which has been already delivered by Priyanka Chopra. So let's begin. I have always believed that every child deserves right to dream. No matters who they are, where they come from, or what their story is. When I first started working in UNICEF, I met one children who lived in the most difficult and hard conditions. No proper home, no school, and sometimes not even a family. Yet, they had the most powerful thing in their eyes, hope. They told me about their dreams. One wanted to become a teacher, another a doctor, and one simply wanted to go to school. In that moment, I understood one thing very deeply, that it doesn't take much to give hope. Sometimes a small act of care can change an entire life. Many people think that to make a difference, one must be rich, famous, and powerful. But I learned that real power comes from compassion, from the courage that you stand up and say, I will not ignore this. I came from a small town in India. My parents were middle class, but they used to stand with me in every single second. They told me something priceless, the belief I was capable of. They told me, Priyanka, you may not control how to start in life, but you can decide how to finish it. Those words become my strength. That was what I did. I started hard work with a lot of strength and never stopped. My life was full of challenges and obstacles. My parents encouraged me a lot. They never discouraged me. There were the times I was told that I was not good enough, pretty enough, or talented enough. But each time I heard you can't, I said to myself, just watch me. I learned that failure is not opposite of success. It's part of it. Every fall teaches you how to rise stronger again. Today, when I visit schools and shelters as a UNICEF ambassador, I don't see poor or helpless children. I see future leaders, scientists, doctors, and teachers. Isolated heroes who smile even in pain, who speak even when they have nothing, who dream even when life gives them no reason to. And that is what gives me hope. And to everyone listening, remember this, your voice matters. You may think that you are just a person, but your strength, your courage, your dreams can define everything. A small voice can echo louder than hate. Be kind, speak up, help someone in need. Because no act of kindness, no matter how small, ever goes unnoticed. Let's be the generation that believe in lifting others up, not pushing them down. Let's define success not by how high we rise, but by how many people will lift with us. Because when we light one candle, we don't lose our flame. We help the world shine a little brighter. Each one of us has the power to make a difference, not by doing something extraordinary, but by being sincere. And before I end, I want to remind every single person here that dreams don't belong to the rich or the powerful. They belong to everyone who dares to believe. So go out there, shine your light, share your kindness, and never stop believing that you can make a difference. Thank you.
And now our next speaker is Gurjot Kaur. The topic is Listen to Children by Sarvene Suzuki. A very good afternoon to all of you. Today I, Gurjot Kaur, standing over here is going to declaim Listen to Children by Sarvene Suzuki. Hello, I'm Sarvene Suzuki and I am here to speak for ECO, Environmental Children's Organization. We are a group of 12 and 13 years old trying to make a difference. We have raised all the money to come here ourselves, to come 5,000 miles away from our home, to tell you adults that you must change your ways. Standing over here, I have no hidden agenda. I am fighting for my future. I am here speaking for all the generations to come. I am here to speak on behalf of starving children all around the world whose cries go unheard. I am here to speak for countless animals dying because they have nowhere left to go. I'm afraid to go out in the sun because of the holes in ozone. I'm afraid to breathe the air because I don't know what chemicals are inside it. And now we hear of animals and plants going extinct every day, vanishing forever. Everything is happening before our eyes, and yet we act as if we have all the time and solutions. I am only a child, and I don't have solutions for this. I don't. But I want you to realize that neither do you. You don't know how to fix the holes in the ozone. You don't know how to bring back the salmon up in dead stream. If you don't know how to fix it, please stop breaking it. I am only a child, yet I know that we are all a part of big family. In my anger, I'm not blind. And in my fear, I'm not afraid of telling the world what I feel. In my country, we generate so much waste. We buy and we throw away, we buy and we throw away. And yet, we are not willing to share with the needy. We are afraid to let go of some of our wealth. I am only a child, yet I know that if all the money spent on wars was spent on finding environmental answers, ending poverty, making treaties, what a wonderful place this earth would have been. In school, even in kindergarten, you adults teach us how to behave, to respect others, to not fight, to not hurt other creatures, to share and to not be greedy. Then why do you go out and do the things that you tell us not to do? Do not forget who you are attending these conferences for. We are your own children. You are deciding our future. Parents should be able to comfort their children by saying, everything is gonna be alright. It's not the end of the world, and we are trying our best. But I don't think that you can say that to us anymore. Are we even in your list of priorities? My father used to say that you are what you do, not what you say. Well, what you do makes me cry at night, and I challenge you adults that please make your actions reflect your words. Thank you and have a wonderful day.
Our next speaker is Gurshant Singh. His topic is Climate Change by Leonardo DiCaprio.
Good afternoon to one and all present over here. I, Gurshant Singh, is going to declaim my speech on the topic Climate Change by Leonardo DiCaprio. And it goes like, today I stand before you not as an expert, but a concerned citizen. One of the 400,000 people who march in the streets of New York on Sundays and the billions of others around the world who want to solve our climate crisis. As an actor, I pretend for a living. I play fictitious characters, often solving fictitious problems. I believe that mankind has looked at climate change in that same way as if it was fiction, as if pretending the climate change wasn't real would somehow make it go away. But I think we all know better than that now. Every week we are seeing new and undeniable climate events. Evidence that accelerated climate change are here right now. Droughts are intensifying. Our oceans are acidifying with methane plumes rising up from the ocean floor. We are seeing extreme weather events with the West Antarctic and the Greenland ice sheet melting at unprecedented rates, decades ahead of scientific projections. None of this is rhetoric, none of this is hysteria. It is a fact. The scientific community knows it, industry knows it, governments know it, and even the United States military knows it. The Chief of US Navy's Pacific Command, Admiral Samuel Locklear, recently stated that climate change is a single greatest security threat. My friends, this body, perhaps more than any other gathering in human history, now faces this difficult but achievable task. You can make history or you will be vilified by it. To be clear, this is not just about telling people to change their light bulbs or to buy a hybrid car. This disaster has grown beyond the choices that individuals make. It is now about our industries and our governments all around the world taking decisive large-scale action. Now must be our moment for action. We need to put a price tag on carbon emissions and eliminate government subsidies for oil, coal as well as gas companies. We need to end the free ride of the industrial polluters that they have been given the name of free market economy. They don't deserve our tax dollars, they deserve our scrutiny, or the economy itself will die if our ecosystems collapse. The good news is that renewable energy is not only achievable, but also a good economic policy. This is not a partisan debate, it is a human one. Clean air and a livable climate are inalienable human rights. Solving this crisis is not a question of politics, it's a question of our own survival. This is most urgent of the times and urgent of the messages. Honored delegates, leaders of the world, I pretend for a living, but you do not. People made their voices heard on Sunday all around the world, and momentum will not stop. Now it is your turn. Time to answer mankind's greatest challenge is now. I request you to face it with courage and honesty. Thank you.
Our next speaker is Amanat Kaur. Her topic is The Secret of Being Happy by Jaya Ro.
Good afternoon, all of you. I am Anand Kaur, and today I am going to declaim the speech, The Secret of Being Happy by Jairo, and it goes like, are you happy? Yes, you all are looking happy, and we all are happy sometimes. What if you ate a chocolate with a foil? You would enjoy the chocolate, but periodically you have to spit out the foil. Similarly, our happiness is unnecessarily intercepted by the bouts of the sorrow. Would not it be great if we could be happy without intervening the pain? So where is happiness? You believe it's there, outside the world. But consider this, you took a non-stop flight from Mumbai to New York, and as you exit a terminal building, a fellow passenger lights up his cigarette. He is happy, but a non-smoker walks away. The same thing gives immense pleasure to other and immense displeasure to another. So his happiness is in the object. Then where is it? Think. As long as the desire for the cigarette was unfulfilled, the mind became agitated, unhappy, and the moment desire got fulfilled, the agitation ceased and you were happy. So his happiness is in the mind, not in the object. By the end of the session, you will have a power to be happy with or without the object. So where do we seek happiness? We look for happiness through four offenses: sense enjoyment, actions, relationships, and intellectual pursuits. Let's begin with sensory enjoyment. Have you the first mango of the season? It's delicious, right? But if you keep on eating mangoes, your enjoyment diminishes. The more you indulge, the less you enjoy. So what's the way out? Then action. Work. What are you working for? Profits? Paychecks? Watch thousands of people going work on a Monday morning. Does anyone look happy? Then relationship. Have you seen a couple in a hot midday on a marine drive? They don't feel heat or discomfort because they're in love. Our emotional thrills are so fulfilling that physical inconvenience doesn't bother them. Then the days of wines and roses become days of wines and neurosis. And you think your partner is at the fault. But is he really to blame? See, you always want more. So where does satisfaction lie? Is there a prescription for happiness? Yes, there is. Take a look. Happiness is equal to the number of desires fulfilled divided by the number of desired harbored. By using this simple formula, you can enhance your happiness. Either increase the numerator or decrease the denominator. And what we all are doing, fulfilling the desires. We fulfill many desires. Have your happiness increased? Not necessarily. And have you wondered why? Let me tell you. Let's say that you need a pair of walking shoes. As you entered a mall, someone offers you a perfume to sample. A little ahead, you saw a beautiful watch and there, a latest smartphone. Finally, you bought your pair of shoes. What have you done? You have fulfilled your one desire. Your numerator has gone up by 1. But without even realizing, your denominator has gone up by 3. The perfume, the smartwatch, and the latest smartphone. This is just one experience. Just think what happened in your entire life. You want happiness but only succeed in increasing the desires. Thank you. Our next speaker is Prabhjot Kaur. Her topic is The Power of Dreaming Big by Manima Mazari.
Good afternoon to one and all present over here. I, Prabhjot Kaur, standing here to deliver my speech on the topic, The Power of Dreaming Big by Manima Mazari. You might have received this most frequently given advice which says, dream big. But those who give us this advice never tell us how to. I remember I was 12 years old when this incident happened to me during my summer break where all my friends had gone for summer vacation and I didn't go. That made me really sad, and throughout that summer break, I went quiet. I remember one night I was sitting in the garden outside looking at the stars quietly. My mother knew something was off. She knew I was sad. So she came outside and she sat right next to me and asked me, "What is it? What is bothering you?" And I, being a 12-year-old, started quibbling and complaining about everything. I told her that I wish I could go for a vacation like my friends. Or maybe I'm not lucky enough as my friends. I wish I was born in a bigger, better city, and my complaints kept going on and on. My mother sat next to me, quietly, patiently, and she listened to all that I had to say. She didn't say a word. After a few moments, she said, "Look, what's up there? Do you see an airplane going?" I looked at the sky and I said, "Yes." She smiled and said, "That's Muniba's airplane going somewhere." I looked at my mother and I said, "This is not funny. You don't have to try to make me laugh because I'm really sad." She smiled again and repeated the same words again. "Look, that's Muniba's flight going somewhere." I told her that I can't even go in a train, let alone going somewhere in an airplane. "Stop, this is not funny." She smiled again and repeated the same words again. "Look, that's Muniba's flight going somewhere." Instead of making me happy, I started crying more and I said, "Mama, you will never understand what I'm going through." So I went in my room and I cried some more. Well, years and years went by and the 12-year-old became me. I was invited by UN Women to share my story globally at UN Women headquarters in New York. So, when I was leaving for the US for the very first time in my life, when I was leaving for the airport, I remember I gave a big hug to my mother. And when I was leaving, she held my hand tight and said, "So, Muniba's flight has finally arrived." That was one of the most defining moments of my life because on that moment, I realized that when I said, "Mama, you will never understand what I'm going through," my mother knew exactly what I'm going through. So by repeating one sentence over and over, say yes, if today I came across here as a dreamer or as a humble achiever, it's all because of my mother. Dreaming big is the first step, but if you want to achieve that dream, it requires each and every ounce of your energy. Don't get lucky overnight. In fact, the harder you work, the luckier you get. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.
Next speaker is Navjot Singh. His topic is Empowering the Future by Mukesh Ambani.
My dearest Reliance family, a very warm good afternoon to one and all present here. My name is Navjot Singh and today I am here to deliver a speech on Empowering the Future by Mukesh Ambani. Over the last 40 years, I had been very fortunate to lead Reliance. Everything that I am today is because of Reliance. Everything I know today is a big thanks to Reliance. Today, I want to share you the most important lesson which my father had told me during this phenomenal journey. The first lesson is courage, and I have seen in a whole lot of you. With courage, with self-belief and can-do spirit, you overcome any adversity. Therefore, today I want the young leaders at Reliance to realize that achieving your potential is quest of honor. Nobody has ever achieved anything big in business or in any walk of life without courage. Of course, whenever we do anything big, we do feel a little scared, but we got the conquer fear to discover the hidden hero within you. The second lesson that I have learned is to feel empathy. Empathy means caring and sharing with every human being in our organization. The more we care, the higher we grow as human beings. I understand empathy as dil ki daulat. The more we spend it on others, the more wealthy you become. The third lesson that I have learned is absolute faith in technology and talent. In every business, we have embraced latest technology and have attracted the best talent. When top technology and talent works together, they produce unbeatable creativity, innovation and invention. Like my father, I value trust, loyalty and direct heart-to-heart relationship. As we enter the Reliance Golden Decade, I wanted to commend these learnings to the next generation of Reliance. The future of Reliance belongs to you. Today, you have a fabulous platform that will enable you to achieve multiples of what has been achieved by one generation. Friends, today, Reliance is a global leader in energy and material where operating safely is an obsession. And with Geo and Retail, we have established a leadership position in India. We are customer obsessed. As we enter our decade, we at the Reliance are in a unique position to accomplish what very few companies in the world can even dream of. And I have no doubt that the next generation of Reliance will make it a reality. Yes, we can and we will. Thank you.
Our next speaker is Jasprit Kaur. Her topic is Empowering Women by Priyanka Chopra.
Good afternoon to one and all present here. Today I was written here with speech on the topic Empowering Women by Priyanka Chopra. So in life, there are moments when you stop and ask yourself, how did I get here? Like, why am I standing here today? Well, this is definitely one of those moments. And I find myself going back to the beginning, back to my roots. I've spawned from incredible parents, amazing parents who served as doctor in an Indian army, and as far back as I could remember, I made my parents very proud and happy 99% time. My brother was born a few years later, and even then, nothing changed for me. We were both given equal opportunity. And I will emphasize this, right, for you, because I don't think that a lot of people might over here could understand that being equal might seem very normal. But where I came from, India, and a lot of developing countries around the world more often than not. But this is an exception. It's actually a privilege. My first experience of learning disparity between boys and girls came at a very, very young age. I grew up in a middle-class family with extremely philanthropic parents who constantly reminded me and my brother how lucky we were and how giving back to those who was less fortunate was not a choice. And it was a way of life. Simple. I was 7 or 8 years old when my parents started taking me on this visit in traveling clinic to develop communities around and the village around the city that we lived in called Verily. So we were all packed into the ambulance and my parents could provide free medical care for people who couldn't afford it. And my job at the age of 8 was assistant pharmacist. So I would hunt all the medicines, put them in envelopes and give it out of patient. And really took my job very seriously. But the more I went on these expeditions, the more I began to notice the simplest things that distinguish a boy from a girl or a man from a woman. For example, girls were pulled out of the school when they hit puberty because they were considered ready for marriage and babies. That's 12 and 13. While boys still enjoyed their childhood, or a basic human right such as healthcare were denied just because they were women. About 12 years ago, I came home from Saturday one day, and my housekeeper's daughter was sitting into my library reading a book, and she must have been 8 or 9 years old. So I knew that she loved reading, so I went to her and asked, it's weekday, and why aren't you in school today? She said, "Oh, I don't go to school anymore." Then I went to her mother and asked why she isn't in school. And her mother said that we couldn't afford to send her and her brothers to school. So which is a boy. She would eventually get married and it would be a waste of money. I was completely blown and it shook into my throat. Eventually, I decided to cover costs for her education so that she could continue to learn because education is a basic human right. There is a really beautiful quote that I read recently, and I think it's absolutely appropriate to explain what I'm trying to say today. The hand that rocks the cradle, the procreator, the mother of tomorrow, a woman shapes the destiny of a civilization. Such is the tragic irony of fate that a beautiful creation such as girl child is today one of the greatest concerns facing humanity. Girls have power to change the world because I know that her education does not empower families but communities and economies. And as a result for her education, we all do better. It's just as simple as that. Thank you and have a great day.
Now calling upon the last speaker from junior category, Ashpreet Kaur. Her topic is Cricket is not gender based by Mithali Raj.
Success is no accident. It is hard work, perseverance, learning, study, sacrifice, and most of all, love of what you want to do and learning to do. With this, I wish a very warm and pleasant good morning to all of you present here. Myself, Ashpreet Kaur, standing over here with my speech on the topic, Cricket is not gender-based, which was already delivered by Mithali Raj, and it goes like. I started when I was not even 10 years old. My dad wanted me to develop the habit of early rising. I'm a very lazy child and I'm still lazy. But that's precisely the reason why I used to accompany my brother early in the morning for the training sessions. I was quite curious as a young kid because it was an exclusive boys' ground, so not too many girls would take up that sport. Fortunately for me, I had a school team and that's how I started playing the league game in Hyderabad when women's cricket was nowhere on the radar and there was absolutely no money, no financial support from the sports. There were a lot of challenges, a lot of sacrifices made by people who invested their time in making me a cricketer. People who supported me financially also when I made my debut for my country. It was my dad who had to go his bank to ask for scholarship bills. So it was very difficult time. All I know is that, whenever there is a need for motivation and inspiration, all I have to look at is people. Because they have done all they could at a time when they could easily turn back on me. Because there was nothing in the sports. In Indian society, if a girl has to choose sports or beat anything, they need to have that support system. And it has to come from home. Because society is always judging a woman in every step they put. I would only say that have a courage and conviction in yourself to follow the path for what they have chosen for themselves and believe that irrespective whether you have support or not, yourself, if you have that self-belief in you that you can make a difference and you can achieve what you intend to achieve, it will always turn out in your favor as long as you're sincere and you have that intent to follow your dream. I'm a very easygoing person. I didn't plan anything. I just accept what life throws at me. Try to do my best as I can. If it works out good, I'm happy. If it doesn't, you learn and you move on. But you always have to move forward. It's important that you invest your time wisely on yourself to understand because when you're left with your own thoughts, you should be able to tune up your mind according to what you want it to be. And that only can happen over a period of time and not overnight. One of those things which sports teaches you is to move on. Because every day is not going to be a same day or a similar day. So what I have learned is today, even if I score 100, tomorrow is going to be a new day. I have to start all over again. The positive thing is that people now have actually seen women in that way. Even at one point say weightlifting, we would say, oh, how they do it. But still now, people have actually seen women in that way, accepted it. So that's a good thing, but again, the crime against women is also increasing, and that's something where we need to seriously look into. Thank you.
Now moving on to senior category. First speaker from senior category is Harleen Sharma. Her topic is Until I Win by Les Brown.
Good afternoon to one and all present here. Today I, Harleen Sharma, is going to declaim Until I Win by Les Brown. What I'd like for you to do right now is want you to think about your dream. Because I'm in a room full of dreamers. I want you to think about your dream, what you think about it, and envision it now. Ladies and gentlemen, let me share something with you. I do not believe that any of us has dreams that were not given to us with the purpose of accomplishing those particular dreams. Let me share something with you that has changed my life. Look, I never believe that any of us has dreams. Let me share something with you that has changed my life.
Our next speaker is Lajwat Preet Kaur. Her topic is War Was Not Their Choice by Priyanka Chopra.
Good afternoon, all of you. Today, I, Lajwant, is here to declaim a speech on topic War Was Not Their Choice by Priyanka Chopra, and it goes like this. I'm an actor by profession. I consider myself a humanitarian by nature, as I think all of us are. I have worked with UNICEF for 12 years, as a national ambassador for India for about 11, and a year as global ambassador. When you hear these kids asking these questions, and we sit in our incredibly privileged world, as we do because we have washing machines, we have great clothes, and we have dishwashers. But sitting in that environment, I don't think most of us don't understand the gravity of what kids like Mazoom, Hanan, and Aman have been through. I had the privilege to go to Jordan, which has been a host country of about 1.5 million refugees in a camp called Zatari. When we talk about not having a lost generation, these are not just words. This is literally a generation of children who do not have choice in this matter. War was not their choice. Being displaced was not their choice. None of it was their choice. But the fact that we can give them a choice is on us as a privileged society. The fact that we just sit in our homes and just fun, compassion, time, belief, and letting those kids feel that you can at some point become a singer, or you can at some point become a doctor. But when I went to Zatari and I met all of those kids, like Mazoon was saying, each and every one of them, they wanted nothing else. They did not ask for war should end or I want better home, because maybe they knew I couldn't do anything about it. All they kept saying to me was that we just want our education to not be taken away from us, so that we can go back to Syria and rebuild the country that was broken. And that is such a big statement coming from teenagers who are not supposed to think like that. These are children who are supposed to be playing games, studying, and getting education. And these are sitting here and saying that I want to rebuild my country. that is incredible and so provocative to me as an ambassador to go and tell all of you who are the messengers for these children, who have done so much. But it is still not enough. And yes, the numbers are overwhelming, but we are many more people who can just lend a helping hand to these kids. So please, I implore each one of you to implore the people that you work with to just move your spirit and say it's on us to remember those kids that may be forgotten. Or maybe I'm extra emotional or sensitive person because I'm an actor, but I don't know how Mazoon sits there with a smile on her face. After she lived there, all it took for me was just one visit to break my heart. But we need to remember that this lost generation belongs to the one world and we are the part of that one world. So it's on us to take care of that one world that we have. Thank you very much.
Our next participant is Harleen Sharma. Her topic is Until I Win by Les Brown.
Good afternoon to one and all present here. Today I, Harleen Sharma, is going to declaim a speech Until I Win by Les Brown, and hear how it goes. What I'd like for you to do right now is want you to think about your dream. Because right now I'm in a room full of dreamers. I want you to think about your dream, what you think about it, and envision it now. Ladies and gentlemen, let me share something with you. That the dream that I do not believe that any of us has dreamed that were not given to us with the purpose of accomplishing those particular dreams. Let me tell you something that has changed my life. I started out as indicated by Jack. At the very beginning, I didn't know what the dream was. I didn't know how much far it is from me. Yet, I don't care how hard it is. I don't care how disappointing it might be. But as you're running towards your dream, you're working towards your dream, I know, here's what I know. That the dream you're holding in your mind is that it's possible. And as you're working on it, day in, day out, no one, ladies and gentlemen, could have convinced me when I started over just 6 years ago. And I want you to think where they're dreaming, because I was willing to take a chance. And most of the people won't. Most of the people you try to talk to, you bring them into a business, they'll do what they usually do. They live, they earn a living, they raise a family, and then they die. But people who are running towards their dream, life has a kind of meaning for them. Let me tell you something, what I know. In the process of this, you're going to incur a lot of problems, a lot of pain, a lot of suffering. But in this process, you're gonna make yourself realize how much powerful you are than you ever imagined to be. I was born in Miami, Florida, in an area called Wesley City, in an abandoned building with my twin brother. We were 3 weeks of age when I was adopted. I was in third grade when I was identified as mentally agitated retarded. I was in the second grade from 5th to 4th grade until I got out from high school. I met a college teacher and met a high school teacher who changed my entire life. I was waiting upon a student when he came up to me. He said, "Hey young man, write down what I'm about to say." I said, "I can't do it." He said, "Why?" I said, "Because I'm not one of your students." He said me, "It doesn't matter. Write down what I'm about to say." I said, "I can't do that." He said, "Why?" I said, "Because I'm mentally agitated retarded." He said, he came up from his desk and he told me, "Never say that again." He said me, "Somebody's opinion doesn't have to make a change in your life." I still remember playing with my 9-year-old on chessboard when I made him lose 10 times. I said to him in the last time, "It's all for me. I'm done. Goodbye." And he told me, "No, it's not over for me until I win." And that was his attitude for winning. And that year I realized that this attitude should be every person. You stand in the front of a mirror, you say, nobody believes in you, you've lost again and again and again, but your life's a cut-off. You're still looking at your dream, reviewing it every day, and saying to yourself, it's not over until I win.
Our next speaker is Harkamal Kaur. Her topic is If This Does Not Motivate You, Nothing Will by Priyanka Chopra.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Harkamal Kaur, and today I'm going to deliver a speech that if this don't motivate you, nothing will by Priyanka Chopra, and it goes like this. Confidence is your best accessory. There is nothing else you need. The thing you need the most is to wear well in your confidence. Confidence truly is a key of getting ahead in life, because if you believe in yourself, the world will believe in you, right? And I was a girl, I literally didn't have confidence growing up as a child. I was a child with very low self-esteem. But the thing I knew was that I have ability to work bloody damn hard, and that is what I really did. I started becoming okay with who I am. I become the best version of me. Your flaws are fine. No one is perfect. None of us. We all gonna have bad days. We all gonna feel like sad sometimes, and that's all right. We all have that crazy standard, especially with internet, where we all have to look fine and perfect. We have to say perfect. We have to behave perfect. We have to look perfect. Like everyone screws up, and that's all right. Remember, guys, it's your life, and it's so grateful to be you. Nothing in this world is a straight line, and stop looking in the world like that. Diversity even should not be a conversation. It should be normal. Like when I look around in this room, I'm not able to see one kind of person. Even I'm not able to see one kind of person in one row. And that's all normal. We eventually forget that we all are humans. And it is this one little planet which in this whole universe is so tiny. So just stop giving importance to yourself, saying, oh well, I'm better than you, you are better than me. Basically, we all are humanities. Just go back to that, bring compassion and kindness into beauty. In everyday life, you don't need to conquer the world. You don't need to be the only person who reaches the space. No. You don't need to have this crazy wild ambition. You just need to find your part. You just need to find the right time when you can say, oh, I can do this too. Just thrive in anything you choose and find the confidence in whatever you are doing. I mean, how many among you are doing the jobs in your lifetime that you like to do? Many of you do it for your survival. You know, I love what I do, and I'm good at it. I love waking in the morning with my fingers tingling, saying to me, oh my God, I have to do this today, I have to do this today. And I feel so amazing, and I don't take it for granted. And for that, you need discipline. Some people compare discipline with punctuality. But discipline means learning. Discipline means growing up. Discipline means riyaz. Discipline means training. Discipline means saying that, knowing that if I'm going to do this, I will give my 120%, otherwise I'm not going to do it. World is your oyster. If I, a girl from a small town like Bareilly, from an army officer family, from a middle class background, can today be standing here, can today be debuting in America as a popular movie star? Come on, cannot any one of you do it? Come on, if I can do it, you can do it. Learn to be like water, adaptable, fit into any vessel, having sense of calm, having sense of patience. I don't say it to boys and girls. I say it to everyone. I say it to everyone who wants to achieve something in their life. Thank you. Have a productive day ahead.
And now our next speaker is Harkirat Kaur.
A very warm good afternoon to everyone present here. Today, I, Harkirat Kaur, is going to declaim my speech on the topic Women Empowerment by Presenter, and it goes like this. Today, I stand before you, not just as a person, but as the voice of millions of women, millions of girls who are out there learning to write their own story, define their success, and most importantly, be the master of their own destiny. I, as a woman, has worn many hats: actress, entrepreneur, director, producer. Today, standing before you, I recall the wise words of my father, the man who shaped my entire way of life.
He told me that Indian girls are dependent on their father when they're young, on her husband when she's married, and on her son when she's older. He immediately said, I don't want you to be like that. I want you to be independent and have a mind of your own. So yes, I always had that mindset. I want to work and it doesn't matter whatever my field is. Independence is not just financial. It is a state of mind. It is a courage to say no. That single word no is the most powerful tool a woman has. It is a boundary that protects her worth. It protects her from getting treated the way she don't even deserve. Life is very spontaneous. It's not like you're making plans, okay, I will do this, and then you end up doing something else. I wanted to be the woman who fought the disgrace. I believe if there is nothing challenging in the life, life is not exciting at all. When you get everything falling into your lap too easily, you stop appreciating it. The world, the people, they will always say you to play it safe. But I believe that the luck favors the brave. And who are the brave? The one who follows their heart. The one who takes chances in their life. When I dared to step into the male-dominating world of cricket, people questioned me. They made me nervous. I was out of my comfort zone. But I chose courage over comfort. It's so good to fail, it's so good to make mistakes. Who doesn't fail and who doesn't make mistakes? It's a human nature, right? But it's not important how hard you fall. What matters is how you get up after that. Indian women from the decades have been judged based on their physical appearances, their dressing sense, their behavior. People very differently look at you and say, hi, this is not the role you should do. You can't do this, you can't do that. But my friend, why are you even listening to people? Listen to what your heart is saying, listen to what your mind is saying. You are not here to impress someone, you are here to build yourself, to be the best version of yourself. We are not one-dimensional, neither me nor you, none of us. We are multi-talented, complex, and capable of leading the charge. Just go, follow, chase your dreams, and be who you want to be. Remember, if not you, then who? If not now, then when? Thank you and have a great day ahead.
Now calling upon the last participant of today's competition, Shaganpreet Kaur. Her topic is Invest in Yourself by Gunelia Deshmukh.
A very good afternoon to one and all present here. I, Shaganpreet Kaur, going to deliver my speech, Invest in Yourself by Gunelia Deshmukh. So, I would love to share my journey and I hope I don't bore you guys, but I would love to. So, I started off, acting was never a career option for me, honestly, and I won't relate myself that way. I came from a very middle class family. There were no actors, there were nobody from the industry, and neither do I want. One day, when I was sitting outside my college, some people came to our college to pick up the kids to be the part in the background music. So we all were very excited because me and my friends were going there. And I was super excited because we all were going to hang out for the day. And we ended up going there. And from there, we came to know that the person who was opposite the actor had not turned up. So they came to me, they asked me to become the second lead opposite the actor, but I was like, no, I don't want to go there. I want to stay in the crowd and that's what I came here to do. But anyways, I went there. That ad shoot was never really successful. That ad shoot was such a dull shoot. But anyways, something at the shoot went right. I started receiving calls from many people for ads, for some movies, and some more better movies. But it was such an unplanned journey for me. But my aunt, who always saw me as someone who could be the part in music industry, told me to go there. But my parents always thought that my aunt was such a crazy absurdity because they thought that don't spoil my child, and the industry, the film industry was such a big bad word for them. But anyways, my aunt took out some pictures of me cutting a cake and stuff, and she was like, I think you have that potential to be something in the music industries. So I went there. The first ad I got was with Mr. Bachchan, and from there my journey began. I started getting offers of some ads, some movies, and some better movies. And after that, I took a break of about 10 years. And people told me, once an actor took that big break, they are never back. But anyways, when I came back, people still remembered me as Aditi or as Hasini, and I think that people came to know me through my acting career. And what other validation do we need in that zone when people still remembered you by as Aditi or as Hasini? And I think I got my validation when people know me. At last, I would like to conclude that start today, believe in yourself, and take control of your own journey by making that a continuous investment in who you are and who you want to become. Thank you.
ਮੇਰੇ ਕੋਲੇ ਕੋਈ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗੀ
Her topic is My Vision for India by Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam.
Dream, dream, dream. Dreams change at the thoughts, and thoughts transform to every present over here. I have learned from 60 standards and declamation on a topic, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, my vision for India. I have 3 visions for India in 3,000 of years. From history, people who came and writed us, captured our land and gone on. From Alexander onwards, the Greeks, the Mughals, the French, all of them have came, allotted us, took over what was of us. Yet we haven't grabbed their land. We haven't conquered anyone. We haven't conquered anyone. We haven't grabbed their land, their culture, their history, but trying to enforce the way of love on them. Why? Because we love and respect the freedom of others. That is why my first vision is freedom. I believe that India got its first vision of freedom in 1857 when we started the War of India. It is the war that we must protect, nurture, and build. If there is no time, if we are not trained, no one will respect us. Only strength respects the strength. We must be strong, not only the military power. My second vision is about dual government. We have 10% truth rate in most areas. Our poetry levels are falling down. Yet we have lacked a self-confidence to see ourselves as a dual nation. That is why the second vision is dual.
Now it's my pleasure to invite our guest of honor, Dr. Jagjit Singh Sandhu, to the stage to share his views with us.
ਸੋ ਮੈਂ ਕਿਹਾ ਹੁਣ ਥੋੜਾ ਜਿਹਾ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੀ ਆਪਾਂ ਗੱਲ ਕਰ ਲਈਏ। ਪੰਜਾਬ 'ਚ ਰਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ ਤੇ ਸਮਝ ਆ ਜੂਗੀ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ? ਹੱਥ ਖੜੇ ਕਰਕੇ ਦੱਸ ਦਿਓ। ਇਹ ਵੀ ਸੰਕਟ ਆ ਹੁਣ ਆਉਣ ਵਾਲੇ ਸਮੇਂ 'ਚ ਕਿਤੇ ਆਏ ਨਾ ਹੋਵੇ ਕਿ ਸਾਡੇ ਕਿਸੇ ਵਿਦਿਆਰਥੀ ਨੂੰ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਸਮਝ ਨਾ ਆਵੇ। ਸੋ ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਪਹਿਲੀ ਗੱਲ ਤਾਂ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਖੂਬਸੂਰਤ ਲੱਗੀ ਕਿ ਇੱਕ ਬਹੁਤ ਵੱਡਾ ਭਰਮ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਜਿਵੇਂ ਸਾਡਾ ਆਮ ਤੌਰ 'ਤੇ ਪ੍ਰਾਈਵੇਟ ਸਕੂਲਾਂ ਬਾਰੇ ਕਿ ਉਹ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾਤਰ ਵਿਖਾਵਾ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ ਤੇ ਅੰਦਰ ਕੁਛ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਗੱਲ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ। ਉਹ ਸੁਬਾਹ ਵੀ ਆਪਣੇ ਮੈਮ ਡਾਕਟਰ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਕੇ ਗਏ ਸੀਗੇ ਤਾਂ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਬਹੁਤ ਵਧੀਆ ਲੱਗੀ ਕਿ ਬਹੁਤ ਸਾਦਾ ਢੰਗ ਨਾਲ ਜਿਹਦੇ 'ਚ ਦਿਖਾਵਾ ਘੱਟ ਸੀ ਔਰ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਟੈਲੈਂਟ ਆ, ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਦੀ ਕਲਾ ਔਰ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਅੰਦਰ ਕੀ ਆ ਉਸ ਨੂੰ ਬਾਹਰ ਉਭਾਰਨ 'ਤੇ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਜ਼ੋਰ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਗਿਆ। ਇਹ ਇੱਕ ਬਹੁਤ ਖੂਬਸੂਰਤ ਗੱਲ ਹੈ। ਇਸ ਲਈ ਸਕੂਲ ਸਾਰਾ ਤੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਖਾਸ ਕਰਕੇ ਵਿਦਿਆਰਥੀ ਵਧਾਈ ਦੇ ਪਾਤਰ ਹੋ ਕਿ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇਸ ਸੰਸਥਾ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਇਸ ਸੰਸਥਾ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਪੜ੍ਹ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ ਔਰ ਇਸ ਸੰਸਥਾ ਦਾ ਬੜਾ ਖੂਬਸੂਰਤ ਹਿੱਸਾ ਬਣ ਕੇ ਵਿਚਰ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ। ਦੂਸਰੀ ਗੱਲ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਸਾਡੇ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਸਿੱਖਣ ਵਾਲੀ ਆ, ਖਾਸ ਕਰਕੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਵੀ ਤੇ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਵੀ, ਮੈਂ ਉਦਾਹਰਨ ਦੇਵਾਂਗਾ ਲਵਲੀਨ ਸ਼ਰਮਾ ਦੀ। ਇੱਕ ਬੱਚੀ ਸੀ ਸਾਡੀ ਇੱਥੇ, ਉਹ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਬੋਲ ਕੇ ਗਈ ਤੇ ਉਸ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਉਹਦਾ ਆਤਮ ਵਿਸ਼ਵਾਸ, ਕੌਨਫੀਡੈਂਸ ਥੋੜਾ ਜਿਹਾ ਲੂਸ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ। ਲਵਲੀਨ ਹੀ ਸੀ ਨਾ, ਹਰਲੀਨ ਸ਼ਰਮਾ। ਓਕੇ, ਹਰਲੀਨ ਕਿੱਥੇ ਹੈ ਬੱਚੀ? ਹਾਂ ਸੌਰੀ, ਮੈਂ ਤੇਰਾ ਨਾਮ ਲਵਲੀਨ ਬੋਲ ਬੈਠਾ। ਹਰਲੀਨ। ਤਾਂ ਵੱਡੀ ਗੱਲ ਇਹ ਸੀ ਕਿ ਇਸ ਬੱਚੀ ਨੇ ਸਟੇਜ ਦੇ ਪਾਸੇ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਟਾਈਮ ਲਿਆ, ਆਪਣੇ ਆਪ ਨੂੰ ਦੁਬਾਰਾ ਇਕੱਠਾ ਕੀਤਾ ਔਰ ਪੂਰੇ ਕੌਨਫੀਡੈਂਸ ਨਾਲ ਦੁਬਾਰਾ ਬਹੁਤ ਵਧੀਆ ਢੰਗ ਨਾਲ ਪੇਸ਼ਕਾਰੀ ਕੀਤੀ। ਇਹ ਗੱਲ ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਵੱਡੀ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਆ। ਮਤਲਬ ਜਦੋਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਜਿਵੇਂ ਇੱਕ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਨਾ ਵੀ ਥੱਲੋਂ ਇੱਲ ਉੱਡਦੀ ਆ ਤਾਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਵੇਖਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਕਿ ਇੱਲ ਬਹੁਤ ਸੋਹਣੇ ਨਜ਼ਾਰੇ ਲੈ ਰਹੀ ਆ, ਉੱਡ ਰਹੀ ਆ, ਹੈ ਨਾ, ਹਵਾ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਖੰਭ ਖਿਲਾ ਕੇ। ਕੋਈ ਨਹੀਂ ਦੇਖਦਾ ਕਿ ਉਹ ਇੱਲ ਨੇ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਥੱਲੋਂ ਅਸਮਾਨ ਤੱਕ ਜਾਣ ਲਈ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਜ਼ੋਰ ਲਾਇਆ ਹੁੰਦਾ, ਉਹਨੇ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਔਖਾ ਸਮਾਂ ਵੇਖਿਆ ਹੁੰਦਾ, ਉਹ ਅਸੀਂ ਸਾਰੇ ਭੁੱਲ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਹਾਂ, ਉਹ ਦੇਖਦੇ ਨਹੀਂ। ਸਾਨੂੰ ਉਹ ਅਸਮਾਨ 'ਤੇ ਉੱਡਦੇ ਹੋਏ ਬਹੁਤ ਵਧੀਆ ਲੱਗਦੀ ਹੈ ਨਾ। ਤਾਂ ਬਿਲਕੁਲ ਉਸੇ ਤਰੀਕੇ ਨਾਲ ਇਸ ਬੱਚੀ ਨੇ ਜਿਹੜਾ, ਮੈਂ ਸਮਝ ਸਕਦਾ ਕਿ ਉਹਨੇ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਪ੍ਰੈਸ਼ਰ ਇਸ ਸਮੇਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਸਮੇਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਉਸ ਪ੍ਰੈਸ਼ਰ ਤੋਂ ਆਪਦੇ ਆਪ ਨੂੰ ਕੱਢ ਕੇ ਤਿਆਰ ਕੀਤਾ ਹੋਊਗਾ। ਉਹ ਇੱਕ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਪ੍ਰੀਖਿਆ ਦੀ ਘੜੀ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਆ, ਉਹਦੇ 'ਚੋਂ ਉਹ ਲੰਘ ਕੇ ਆਈ ਆ। ਸਾਨੂੰ ਉਹ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਸੰਘਰਸ਼ ਆ ਉਹ ਯਾਦ ਰੱਖਣਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ। ਇਸ ਬੱਚੀ ਦੀ ਜ਼ੋਰਦਾਰ ਤਾਰੀਫ। ਮੈਂ ਸਟੇਜ ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਆਉਣ ਲੱਗਿਆ ਇੱਥੇ ਬੋਲਣਾ, ਇਹ ਆਪਣੇ ਆਪ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਸ਼ੁਰੂਆਤੀ ਦੌਰ 'ਚ ਤਾਂ ਲੱਤਾਂ ਵੀ ਕੰਬਦੀਆਂ ਹੁੰਦੀਆਂ, ਫਿਰ ਉਸ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਅਜਿਹਾ ਸਮਾਂ ਆ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਖੁੱਲ੍ਹ ਕੇ ਗੱਲ। ਮੈਂ ਖੁਦ ਸਟੇਜ ਨਾਲ ਲੰਮਾ ਸਮਾਂ ਜੁੜਿਆ ਰਿਹਾ, ਹੁਣ ਵੀ ਜੁੜਿਆ। ਕਾਲਜ ਲੈਵਲ 'ਤੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਯੂਥ ਫੈਸਟੀਵਲ 'ਚ ਮੈਂ ਥੀਏਟਰ ਕਰਦੇ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ, ਅਸੀਂ ਨਾਟਕ ਨਾਲ ਜੁੜਿਆ ਰਿਹਾ ਮੈਂ। ਉਸ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਵੀ ਪ੍ਰੋਫੈਸ਼ਨਲੀ ਥੀਏਟਰ ਕੀਤਾ। ਹੁਣ ਵੀ ਕਦੇ ਕਦੇ ਕੋਈ ਕਰ ਲੈਂਦਾ। ਐਕਟਿੰਗ ਅਤੇ ਡਾਇਰੈਕਸ਼ਨ ਦੇ ਖੇਤਰ 'ਚ ਮੇਰਾ ਬਹੁਤਾ ਕੰਮ ਆ। ਮੇਰੀ PhD ਵੀ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਨਾਟਕ ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਆ, ਹੈ ਨਾ। ਤਾਂ ਉਸ ਚੀਜ਼ 'ਚ ਸਾਰੇ ਅਨੁਭਵ 'ਚੋਂ ਇਹੀ ਸਿੱਖਿਆ ਸੀ ਕਿ ਵਿਦਿਆਰਥੀ ਜੀਵਨ 'ਚ ਜੋ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਮਨ 'ਚ ਮਿਲ ਰਿਹਾ, ਇਸ ਨੂੰ ਖਾਸ ਕਰਕੇ ਮਾਪੇ ਮੇਰੇ ਖਿਆਲ 'ਚ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗੇ ਇੱਥੇ ਬਹੁਤੇ, ਤਾਂ ਇਹ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਮੌਕਾ ਮਿਲ ਰਿਹਾ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ, ਇਸ ਪਲੇਟਫਾਰਮ ਨੇ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਭਵਿੱਖ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਿਹੜੇ ਪਾਸੇ ਕਿਸ ਮਕਾਮ 'ਤੇ ਪਹੁੰਚਾ ਦੇਣਾ। ਸਾਡੇ ਵੇਲਿਆਂ 'ਚ ਜਦੋਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਪੜ੍ਹਦੇ ਸੀਗੇ, ਸਾਡੇ ਸਕੂਲ ਵਾਲਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਵਿਦਿਆਰਥੀ ਜੀਵਨ ਸੀ, ਉਦੋਂ ਇਹੋ ਜਿਹੇ ਮੌਕੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਮਿਲਦੇ ਸੀਗੇ। ਉਦੋਂ ਇਹੋ ਜਿਹੇ ਮੌਕੇ ਬਿਲਕੁਲ ਬਹੁਤ ਘੱਟ ਮਿਲਦੇ ਸੀ। ਜੇ ਮਿਲਦੇ ਵੀ ਸੀ ਤਾਂ ਬਹੁਤ ਰਸਮੀ ਜਿਹੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਸੀ। ਹੁਣ ਲਗਭਗ ਬਹੁਤ ਸਾਰੇ ਸਕੂਲਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਬਹੁਤ ਸਾਰੇ ਵਿਦਿਆਰਥੀਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਜਿਹੇ ਮੌਕੇ ਹੁਣ ਤਾਂ ਸਪੈਸੀਫਿਕ ਵੀ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ, ਹੈ। ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਉਹ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਦੇਖਿਆ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਬੱਚੇ 'ਚ ਕਿਹੜਾ ਖਾਸ ਉਹਦੇ 'ਚ ਗੁਣ ਹੈ, ਕੀ ਟੈਲੈਂਟ ਆ, ਉਸ ਹਿਸਾਬ ਨਾਲ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਮੌਕਾ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਜਾਂਦਾ। ਮੈਨੂੰ ਇਸ ਕਰਕੇ ਵੀ ਇੰਟਰਸਟਿੰਗ ਲੱਗੀਆਂ ਬਹੁਤ ਸਾਰੀਆਂ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਕਿ ਇਹਦੇ 'ਚ ਇੱਕ ਐਕਟਿੰਗ ਵਾਲਾ ਐਲੀਮੈਂਟ ਵੀ ਸ਼ਾਮਲ ਸੀ। ਕੁਝ ਕੁ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਨੇ ਆਪਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਤਾਂ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਕਹੀ ਹੈ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਬੜੇ ਅਦਾਕਾਰੀ ਵਾਲੇ ਲਿਹਾਜ਼ ਨਾਲ ਕਹੀ, ਕਈਆਂ ਨੇ ਓਵਰ ਐਕਟਿੰਗ ਵੀ ਕੀਤੀ ਹੈ ਨਾ, ਓਵਰ ਐਕਟਿੰਗ ਕੀਤੀ ਵੀ ਜੱਜਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਭਰਮਾਲ ਗਏ। ਉਹ ਇਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰਨਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਸਾਨੂੰ। ਮੈਂ ਟਿਪਸ ਦੇਣਾ ਚਾਹੂੰਗਾ ਇਸ ਮਾਮਲੇ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ। ਕੋਈ ਵੀ ਸ਼ਬਦ ਆ ਨਾ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਅੰਦਰ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ, ਸ਼ਬਦ ਨੂੰ ਜਿੰਨਾ ਚਿਰ ਅਸੀਂ ਕਨਸੇਵ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ, ਆਪਦੇ ਮਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ, ਆਪਦੇ ਤਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਨਹੀਂ ਵਸਾਵਾਂਗੇ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਚਿਰ ਉਹ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਅਗਲੇ ਤੱਕ ਵੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਪਹੁੰਚਦਾ। ਵਿਚਕਾਰ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਇੱਕ ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਵੱਡੀ ਡਿਵਾਈਸ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਬਾਡੀ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ, ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਸਰੀਰ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ। ਸਰੀਰ ਤਾਂ ਇੱਕ ਕਮਿਊਨੀਕੇਸ਼ਨ ਦਾ ਮਾਧਿਅਮ ਹੈ, ਜਿਹਦੇ ਰਾਹੀਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕੋਈ ਗੱਲ ਕਹਿਣੀ ਹੈ। ਗੱਲ ਕਿੱਥੇ ਪਈ ਆ? ਇੱਕ ਤਾਂ ਗੱਲ ਕੋਈ ਬਾਹਰੋਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਲਈ ਆ, ਉਹ ਗੱਲ ਹੈ ਨਾ, ਜਿਵੇਂ ਬਹੁਤ ਸਾਰੇ ਸਾਹਿਤ ਦੇ ਖੇਤਰ ਦੇ, ਰਾਜਨੀਤੀ ਦੇ, ਕਲਾ ਦੇ, ਧਰਮ ਦੇ ਖੇਤਰ ਦੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਵੱਡੀਆਂ ਸ਼ਖਸੀਅਤਾਂ ਸੀ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀਆਂ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਸੁਣੀਆਂ ਅੱਜ ਇੱਥੇ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਨੇ ਬੋਲੀਆਂ ਹੈ ਨਾ ਡੈਕਲੇਮੇਸ਼ਨ ਕੰਪੀਟੀਸ਼ਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ, ਉਹ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਆਪਣੇ ਸ਼ਬਦ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੀਗੇ। ਪਹਿਲੀ ਗੱਲ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਜੀਵਨ ਦੇ ਅਨੁਭਵ ਸੀਗੇ, ਪਰ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪਣਾ ਬਣਾ ਕੇ ਕਿਵੇਂ ਪੇਸ਼ ਕਰਨਾ, ਇੱਕ ਆਰਟਿਸਟ ਦਾ ਕਰਨਾ, ਇੱਕ ਕਲਾਕਾਰ ਵਾਲਾ ਕੰਮ ਵੀ ਇਹ ਬਣ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਹੈ ਨਾ। ਜਿਵੇਂ ਹੁਣ ਮੈਂ ਕੁਝ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਕਰ ਰਿਹਾ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ, ਇਹ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਮੇਰੀਆਂ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ, ਇਹ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਮੈਂ ਕਿਤੋਂ ਸੁਣੀਆਂ ਨਹੀਂ, ਕਿਤੋਂ ਪੜ੍ਹੀਆਂ ਨਹੀਂ। ਇਹਨਾਂ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਦਾ ਅਸਰ ਬਿਹਤਰ ਹੋਊਗਾ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਤੇ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਮੈਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਅੰਦਰੋਂ ਬੋਲ ਰਿਹਾ। ਤਾਂ ਇਹਦਾ ਇੱਕ ਔਖਾ ਕੰਮ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਜਦੋਂ ਕਿਸੇ ਦੇ ਸ਼ਬਦਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਆਪਣਾ ਬਣਾ ਕੇ ਕਹਿਣਾ, ਇਹ ਔਖਾ ਕੰਮ ਹੁੰਦਾ। ਇਹ ਸੌਖੇ ਕੰਮ ਨੂੰ ਸੌਖਾ ਕਰਕੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕੀਤਾ। ਬਹੁਤ ਸਾਰੇ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਨੇ ਇਸ ਲਈ ਵੀ ਵਧਾਈ ਦੇ ਪਾਤਰ ਹੋ ਤੁਸੀਂ, ਹੈ ਨਾ। ਤਾਂ ਗੱਲ ਨੂੰ ਸਮਝਣਾ ਬਹੁਤ ਜ਼ਰੂਰੀ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ। ਜਿਵੇਂ ਕਿ ਅਖਰੋਟ ਹੁੰਦਾ, ਅਖਰੋਟ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਇੱਕ ਗਿਰੀ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ ਨਾ, ਉਹ ਲੱਭਣੀ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ ਗਿਰੀ ਅੰਦਰ ਕੀ ਹੈ, ਕਿੱਥੇ ਤਾਕਤ ਪਈ ਹੈ ਗੱਲ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ। ਸਾਨੂੰ ਉਹ ਸਾਰੀ ਤਾਕਤ ਲੱਭਣੀ ਪਊਗੀ, ਫਿਰ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਆਪਣੇ ਅੰਦਰ ਵਸਾ ਕੇ ਫਿਰ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਅੱਗੇ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਦੂਜਿਆਂ ਤੱਕ ਅਸੀਂ ਕਮਿਊਨੀਕੇਟ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹਾਂ। ਇਹਦੇ ਲਈ ਯੋਗਾ ਬਹੁਤ ਮਹੱਤਵਪੂਰਨ ਚੀਜ਼ ਹੈ। ਯੋਗ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ, ਯੋਗ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਬਹੁਤ ਤਾਕਤ ਦਿੰਦਾ ਇਸ ਗੱਲ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ, ਅਸੀਂ ਕਿਵੇਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਆਪ ਨੂੰ ਇਕੱਠਾ ਕਰਨਾ ਹੈ ਨਾ। ਤਾਂ ਮਤਲਬ ਕਦੇ ਵੀ ਕੁਝ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਛੱਡ ਕੇ, ਜਿਹੜੇ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਨੇ ਥੋੜ੍ਹਾ ਜਿਹਾ ਓਵਰ ਕਰਨ ਦੀ ਕੋਸ਼ਿਸ਼ ਕੀਤੀ, ਜਿਹੜੇ ਜੱਜਸ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਸਾਰੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਅੱਛੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਨੇ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਆਪਦਾ ਖੇਤਰ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਲੰਮਾ ਅਨੁਭਵ ਹੁੰਦਾ। ਤਾਂ ਮੈਂ ਇਹ ਸਮਝਦਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਵੀ ਕੋਈ ਵੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਪੇਸ਼ਕਾਰੀ ਕਰਦੇ ਹੋ, ਭਾਵੇਂ ਕਿਸੇ ਵੀ ਵਿਧਾ ਦੀ ਹੈ, ਕਿਸੇ ਵੀ ਜਨਰ ਦੀ ਹੈ, ਉਹਦੇ 'ਚ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਗੱਲ ਕਹੀ ਗਈ ਹੈ, ਜੇ ਉਹ ਗੱਲ ਨੂੰ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਰੋਤਿਆਂ ਤੱਕ, ਦਰਸ਼ਕਾਂ ਤੱਕ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਮਨ ਅੰਦਰ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਦਿਲ ਅੰਦਰ ਵਸਾਤੀ, ਜੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਅੰਦਰੋਂ ਕੋਈ ਭਾਵ ਜਾਂ ਕੋਈ ਰਸ ਪੈਦਾ ਕਰ ਲਿਆ, ਭਾਵੇਂ ਦੁੱਖ ਹੋਵੇ, ਭਾਵੇਂ ਸੁੱਖ ਹੋਵੇ, ਭਾਵੇਂ ਹੈਰਾਨੀ ਹੋਵੇ, ਭਾਵੇਂ ਕਿਹੜਾ ਵੀ ਭਾਵ ਹੋਵੇ, ਜੇ ਉਹ ਪੈਦਾ ਕਰਕੇ ਕੱਢ ਲਿਆ ਤਾਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਾਮਯਾਬ ਹੋ। ਜੇ ਉਹ ਗੱਲ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਦਿਮਾਗ ਤੱਕ ਹੀ ਰਹਿ ਗਈ, ਸਰੋਤਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਦਿਮਾਗ ਤੱਕ ਰਹਿ ਗਈ, ਤਾਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਫਲ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ ਨਾ। ਗੱਲ ਹਮੇਸ਼ਾ ਹੀ ਦੋ ਧੁਰੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਜਿੱਥੋਂ ਗੱਲ ਕੀਤੀ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਹੈ। ਇੱਕ ਸਾਡਾ ਆਹ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਗਲਾ, ਅਸੀਂ ਗਲੇ ਤੋਂ ਬੋਲਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਬਹੁਤ ਵਾਰੀ, ਜਦੋਂ ਗੱਲ ਸਾਡੇ ਅੰਦਰ ਲਈ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੁੰਦੀ, ਜਿਹੜੀ ਮੈਂ ਉਹੀ ਗੱਲ ਕੀਤੀ। ਬਹੁਤ ਵਾਰੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਜਦੋਂ ਗੱਲ ਅੰਦਰ ਵਸ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਹੈ, ਫਿਰ ਅਸੀਂ ਅੰਦਰੋਂ ਬੋਲਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਢਿੱਡ 'ਚੋਂ, ਜਿਹਨੂੰ ਅਸੀਂ ਮਨ ਕਹਿ ਦਿੰਦੇ ਹਾਂ। ਢਿੱਡ ਤਾਂ ਸਾਡਾ ਉਹ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਨਾ ਅੰਦਰੋਂ ਇੱਕ ਬਾਡੀ ਦਾ ਔਰਗਨ ਆ ਵੀ ਜਿੱਥੋਂ ਬੋਲਦੇ ਹਾਂ, ਸੱਚ ਅਸੀਂ ਮਨ ਤੋਂ ਬੋਲ ਰਹੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਉਹ ਗੱਲ। ਅਤੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਸਾਰੇ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਨੇ ਇਸ ਚੀਜ਼ ਨੂੰ, ਮੈਂ ਬਹੁਤ ਹੈਰਾਨ ਹੋਇਆ ਕਿ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਜੀਵਨ ਦੀਆਂ ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਗੁੱਝੀਆਂ ਰਮਜ਼ਾਂ ਨੇ, ਜੀਵਨ ਦਾ ਦਰਸ਼ਨ ਆ, ਫਿਲਾਸਫੀ ਆ, ਉਹਨੂੰ ਬੜੇ ਸੋਹਣੇ ਢੰਗ ਨਾਲ ਪੇਸ਼ ਕੀਤਾ। ਇੱਕ ਸੱਚਮੁੱਚ ਇੱਕ ਵੱਡੀ ਗੱਲ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ। ਇੱਕ ਸਾਡਾ ਵਿਦਿਆਰਥੀ ਜੀਵਨ ਆ, ਵਿਦਿਆਰਥੀ ਜੀਵਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਤੋਂ ਇੰਨੀ ਦੀ ਉਮੀਦ ਕੀਤੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਜਾਂਦੀ, ਜਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਦਾ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਜਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੇ ਔਰੇ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ, ਜਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੇ ਜੀਵਨ 'ਚ ਰਹਿ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ। 3 ਕਨਸੈਪਟ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ ਸਾਡੇ ਕੋਲੇ, ਵਿਦਿਆਰਥੀ ਹੈ, ਸਿਖਿਆਰਥੀ ਹੈ ਅਤੇ ਖੋਜਾਰਥੀ ਹੈ ਨਾ। ਮੈਂ ਥੋੜ੍ਹਾ ਸੰਖੇਪ ਵਿੱਚ ਇਹਦੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਗੱਲ ਸਾਂਝੀ ਕਰਨੀ ਚਾਹੂੰਗਾ। ਵਿਦਿਆਰਥੀ ਨੂੰ ਜੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਤੋੜ ਕੇ ਦੇਖੀਏ ਤਾਂ ਵਿੱਦਿਆ ਪ੍ਰਾਪਤ ਕਰਨ ਵਾਲਾ ਹੈ। ਜਿਹੜਾ ਵਿਦਿਆਰਥੀ ਕੁਛ ਵਿੱਦਿਆ ਗ੍ਰਹਿਣ ਕਰਦਾ, ਅਤੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਬਹੁਤੀ ਸਾਰੀ ਸਿੱਖਿਆ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਧਿਆਨ ਨਾਲ ਦੇਖਿਆ ਜੋ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਨੇ ਤਾਂ ਅੱਗੇ ਪੜ੍ਹਨਾ ਗਾ ਕਾਲਜ ਯੂਨੀਵਰਸਿਟੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ, ਪਰ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਅਧਿਆਪਕ ਬੈਠੇ ਨੇ ਜਿਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਗ੍ਰੈਜੂਏਸ਼ਨ ਜਾਂ ਪੋਸਟ ਗ੍ਰੈਜੂਏਸ਼ਨ ਕੀਤੀ ਹੈ, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਦੇਖੋਗੇ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਚੀਜ਼ ਅਸੀਂ 10ਵੀਂ ਜਾਂ 12ਵੀਂ ਤੱਕ ਪੜ੍ਹ ਲਈ, ਉਦੋਂ ਅਗਲੀਆਂ ਕਲਾਸਾਂ 'ਚ ਕੋਈ ਨਵੀਂ ਚੀਜ਼ ਨਹੀਂ ਆ ਰਹੀ ਹੁੰਦੀ। ਉਹ ਪਹਿਲੀਆਂ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਹੀ ਹੋਰ ਡੈਪਥ ਨਾਲ, ਹੋਰ ਡੂੰਘਾਈ ਨਾਲ ਅੱਗੇ ਸਮਝਾਇਆ ਜਾਂਦਾ, ਪੜ੍ਹਾਇਆ ਜਾਂਦਾ। ਭਾਵੇਂ ਹਿਸਟਰੀ ਲੈ ਲਓ, ਲੈਂਗੁਏਜ ਲੈ ਲਓ, ਕੋਈ ਵੀ ਹੈ ਨਾ ਪੜ੍ਹਨਾ ਵਾ, ਨਾ ਪੜ੍ਹਨਾ ਦੀ ਵਿਆਖਿਆ ਹੀ ਹੈਗਾ ਪੋਸਟ ਗ੍ਰੈਜੂਏਸ਼ਨ ਲੈਵਲ ਦੇ, ਭਾਵੇਂ ਲੈਂਗੁਏਜ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਆ, ਉਹਦੀ ਹੋਰ ਢੰਗੇਰੇ ਰੂਪ ਵਿੱਚ ਡੈਪਥ ਨਾਲ ਸਟੱਡੀ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ। ਮਤਲਬ ਬੇਸਿਕ ਐਜੂਕੇਸ਼ਨ ਆ ਜਿਹੜੀ 10ਵੀਂ ਜਾਂ 12ਵੀਂ ਤੱਕ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਾਰੀਆਂ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਪੜ੍ਹ ਚੁੱਕੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਹੋ, ਉਹਨੂੰ ਹੋਰ ਢੰਗਾਈ ਨਾਲ ਅੱਗੇ ਜਾਣਨਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ। ਸੋ ਇਹ ਵਿਦਿਆਰਥੀ ਜੀਵਨ ਦਾ ਪੜਾਅ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ 10ਵੀਂ ਜਾਂ 12ਵੀਂ ਤੱਕ ਹੈ ਨਾ। ਤਾਂ ਉਸ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਆਉਂਦਾ ਕਾਲਜ, ਜਿੱਥੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਗ੍ਰੈਜੂਏਸ਼ਨ ਜਾਂ ਪੋਸਟ ਗ੍ਰੈਜੂਏਸ਼ਨ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ। ਉਹ ਇੱਕ ਅਜਿਹਾ ਥਾਂ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਕਾਲਜ ਦਾ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕੁਝ ਵੀ ਪੜ੍ਹਨਾ ਕੁਛ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਗਾ। ਸਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ ਇੱਕ ਕਨਸੈਪਟ ਆ, ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਦੇयर ਇਜ਼ ਨੋ ਨੌਲੇਜ ਵਿਦਾਊਟ ਕਾਲਜ। ਇੱਕ ਗ੍ਰੈਜੂਏਸ਼ਨ ਪੋਸਟ ਗ੍ਰੈਜੂਏਟ ਬੰਦਾ ਜਿਹਨੇ ਘਰੇ ਬਹਿ ਕੇ ਪੜ੍ਹੀ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਜਿਹਨੇ ਕਾਲਜ ਜਾਂ ਯੂਨੀਵਰਸਿਟੀ 'ਚ ਪੜ੍ਹੀ ਹੈ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਪਰਸਨੈਲਿਟੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜ਼ਮੀਨ ਅਸਮਾਨ ਦਾ ਫਰਕ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ, ਬਹੁਤ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਫਰਕ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ, ਔਰ ਉਹ ਅਲੱਗ ਹੀ ਖੜੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ। ਤਾਂ ਕਾਲਜ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਬੰਦਾ ਉਹੀ ਕੁਝ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਸਿਲੇਬਸ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਥੱਲੀਆਂ ਜਮਾਤਾਂ 'ਚ ਪੜ੍ਹਿਆ ਹੁੰਦਾ। ਅਸਲ 'ਚ ਕਾਲਜ 'ਚ ਕੀ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਵੀ ਜਿਵੇਂ ਹੁਣ ਅਸੀਂ ਖਾਸ ਇੱਕ ਏਰੀਆ ਮਤਲਬ ਜਿਵੇਂ ਫਿਰੋਜ਼ਪੁਰ ਦੀ ਉਦਾਹਰਨ ਲੈ ਲਈਏ ਤੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਸਾਰੇ ਪਿੰਡਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਸ਼ਹਿਰ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਸਕੂਲਾਂ 'ਚ ਬੱਚੇ ਪੜ੍ਹਦੇ ਆ, ਤਾਂ ਕਾਲਜ ਸ਼ਹਿਰ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ 1 ਜਾਂ 2 ਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ, ਤਾਂ ਉਹ ਸਾਰੇ ਪਿੰਡਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚੋਂ ਬੱਚੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਇਕੱਠੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ ਕਿ ਕਾਲਜ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ। ਤਾਂ ਕਾਲਜ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਉਹ ਪਹਿਲੇ 4, 5, 6 ਮਹੀਨੇ ਤਾਂ ਇੱਕ ਦੂਜੇ ਨੂੰ ਜਾਣਦੇ ਆ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਲਈ ਸਾਰੇ ਹੀ ਨਵੇਂ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ। ਇੱਥੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਾਰੇ ਇੱਕ ਦੂਜੇ ਨੂੰ ਜਾਣਦੇ ਹੋ, ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਸੰਬੰਧ ਇੱਕ ਦੂਜੇ ਨਾਲ ਗੁਆਂਢੀ ਪਿੰਡ ਕਰਕੇ ਵੀ ਹੈ, ਇੱਕ ਦੂਜੇ ਦੇ ਪਿੰਡ 'ਚ ਵੀ ਗੁਆਂਢੀ ਹੋ ਤੇ ਪਿੰਡ ਵੀ ਨੇੜੇ ਤੇੜੇ ਆ, ਸਾਰੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇਸ ਤਰੀਕੇ ਨਾਲ ਜੁੜੇ ਹੋ, ਇੰਟਰਕਨੈਕਟਡ ਹੋ। ਜਦੋਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਫਿਰੋਜ਼ਪੁਰ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਤੇ ਹੋਰ ਸ਼ਹਿਰ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਕਾਲਜ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਪੜ੍ਹੋਗੇ, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਹੋਰ ਢੰਗ ਨਾਲ ਜੁੜੋਗੇ ਦੂਜਿਆਂ ਨਾਲ। ਉੱਥੇ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਆਰਥਿਕਤਾ ਵੀ ਵੱਖਰੇ ਵੱਖਰੀ, ਆਰਥਿਕਤਾ 'ਚੋਂ ਵੱਖਰੇ ਵੱਖਰੇ, ਧਰਮਾਂ 'ਚੋਂ ਵੱਖਰੇ ਵੱਖਰੇ, ਸੱਭਿਆਚਾਰ 'ਚੋਂ ਵੀ ਈਵਨ ਦੈਨ ਉਹ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਆਪ ਨੂੰ ਇੱਕ ਦੂਜੇ ਨਾਲ ਇੰਟਰੈਕਟ ਕਰੋਗੇ, ਕਨੈਕਟ ਕਰੋਗੇ। ਉੱਥੇ ਕੀ ਕਰੋਗੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ? ਉੱਥੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਿੱਖਦੇ ਹੋ। ਕੀ ਸਿੱਖਦੇ ਹੋ? ਕਿਵੇਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਵਿਚਰਨਾ ਲੋਕਾਂ 'ਚ, ਕਿਵੇਂ ਜਿਉਣਾ। ਇਹ ਕਾਲਜ ਇਸੇ ਕਰਕੇ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਦੇਰ ਇਜ਼ ਨੋ ਨੌਲੇਜ ਵਿਦਾਊਟ ਕਾਲਜ, ਹੈ ਨਾ। ਨੌਲੇਜ ਦਾ ਮਤਲਬ ਸਿੱਖਣਾ, ਕਿਵੇਂ ਇੱਕ ਦੂਜੇ ਇੰਟਰੈਕਟ ਕਰਨਾ, ਵਿਚਰਨਾ ਕਿਵੇਂ। ਜੇ ਹੁਣ ਐਜੂਕੇਸ਼ਨ ਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਆ, ਪੜ੍ਹਾਈ ਦੀ ਲਈਓ ਤਾਂ ਸਾਰੀ ਸਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ ਗੂਗਲ 'ਤੇ ਪਈ ਆ। ਹੁਣ ਤਾਂ ਇੰਟਰਨੈਟ 'ਤੇ ਪਈ, ਕਿਹੜੀ ਚੀਜ਼ ਨਹੀਂ ਪਈ। ਮੇਰੇ ਆਪ ਦੀ ਬੇਟੀ ਪੜ੍ਹਦੀ ਹੈ 10th ਕਲਾਸ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਆ, ਅਤੇ ਉਹਦੀ ਸਥਿਤੀ ਇਹ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਸਕੂਲ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਜਾ ਰਹੀ ਅੱਜ ਕੱਲ੍ਹ, ਉਹ ਸੈਟਿਸਫਾਈਡ ਨਹੀਂ ਆਪਦੇ ਅਧਿਆਪਕਾਂ ਤੋਂ। ਉਹਨੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਸਾਰੇ ਆਨਲਾਈਨ ਕੋਰਸ ਲੈ ਲਏ, ਲੈਪਟਾਪ 'ਤੇ ਸਾਰਾ ਦਿਨ ਘਰੇ ਪੜ੍ਹੀ ਜਾਂਦੀ। ਮੈਂ ਕਿਹਾ ਤੂੰ ਸਕੂਲ, ਅੱਛਾ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਫਿਕਰ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ ਮੈਂ ਕਿਹਾ ਤੂੰ ਸਕੂਲ ਕਿਉਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਜਾਂਦੀ, ਤੈਨੂੰ ਲਾਸ ਹੋ। ਕਹਿੰਦੀ ਪਾਪਾ ਮੈਂ ਕੀ ਕਰਾਂ, ਮੇਰੇ ਮਤਲਬ ਜੋ ਕਰਵਾਉਂਦੇ ਅਧਿਆਪਕ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਸਾਰਾ ਕੁਝ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਆਉਂਦਾ। ਇੱਕ ਸੱਚੀ ਚਿੰਤਾ ਵਾਲੀ ਗੱਲ ਆ ਸਾਡੇ ਅਧਿਆਪਕਾਂ ਲਈ। ਇਸ ਯੁੱਗ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ, ਇੰਟਰਨੈਟ ਦੇ ਯੁੱਗ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਅਧਿਆਪਕ ਆਪਦੀ ਹੋਂਦ ਕਿਵੇਂ ਬਚਾ ਕੇ ਰੱਖੂਗਾ। ਅਧਿਆਪਕ ਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਸੋਚਣਾ ਪਊਗਾ ਕਿ ਉਹ ਕਿਵੇਂ, ਉਹਦੇ ਲਈ ਇੱਕੋ ਇੱਕ ਤਾਕਤ ਵਾਲੀ ਗੱਲ ਹੋਊਗੀ ਅਧਿਆਪਕ ਦੀ ਕਿ ਉਹ ਆਪਦੀ ਐਜੂਕੇਸ਼ਨ ਨੂੰ ਲਾਈਫ ਨਾਲ, ਜੀਵਨ ਨਾਲ ਕਿਵੇਂ ਜੋੜੇ। ਐਜੂਕੇਸ਼ਨ ਦਾ ਮਤਲਬ ਇਕੱਲਾ ਗਿਆਨ ਪ੍ਰਾਪਤ ਕਰਨਾ ਵੀ ਨਹੀਂ, ਇਕੱਲਾ ਨੌਕਰੀ ਪ੍ਰਾਪਤ ਕਰਨਾ ਵੀ ਨਹੀਂ, ਲਾਈਫ ਹੈ, ਬੇਸਿਕਲੀ ਜ਼ਿੰਦਗੀ ਹੈ, ਜੀਵਨ ਨਾਲ ਕਿਵੇਂ ਜੋੜਨਾ। ਜੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਜੀਵਨ ਨਾਲ ਨਹੀਂ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਕੋਰਲੇਟ ਕਰ ਪਾਏ ਤਾਂ ਫਿਰ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਕਿਤੇ ਦੁਬਾਰਾ ਸੋਚਣ ਦੀ ਲੋੜ ਹੈ। ਸੋ ਇਹ ਸਾਰਾ ਪੱਧਰ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਗ੍ਰੈਜੂਏਸ਼ਨ, ਪੋਸਟ ਗ੍ਰੈਜੂਏਸ਼ਨ ਸਿਖਿਆਰਥੀ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ, ਅਸੀਂ ਸਿੱਖਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਜੀਵਨ 'ਚ ਵਿਚਰਨਾ ਕਿਵੇਂ ਹੈ, ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਕਿਵੇਂ ਕਰਨੀ ਹੈ, ਇੰਟਰੈਕਟ ਕਿਵੇਂ ਕਰਨਾ। ਤੁਸੀਂ ਯਾਦ ਰੱਖੋਗੇ ਜਦੋਂ ਵੱਡੇ ਹੋ ਗਏ, ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਬਹੁਤੇ ਦੋਸਤ ਮਿੱਤਰ ਸਾਰੀ ਜ਼ਿੰਦਗੀ ਉਹ ਰਹਿਣਗੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਕਾਲਜ ਟਾਈਮ 'ਚ ਮਿਲੇ ਆ। ਸਕੂਲ ਟਾਈਮ ਵਾਲੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਦੋਸਤ ਮਿੱਤਰ ਆ ਉਹ ਬਹੁਤਾ ਟਾਈਮ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਲਾਈਫ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਬਹੁਤ ਰੇਅਰ ਟੂ ਰੇਅਰ ਰਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ, ਪਰ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਪੱਕੇ ਦੋਸਤ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਸਾਰੀ ਜ਼ਿੰਦਗੀ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਰਹਿੰਦੇ ਉਹ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਕੋਲੇ ਕਾਲਜ ਜਾਂ ਕਾਲਜ ਟਾਈਮ ਦੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ, MA ਜਾਂ BA, ਗ੍ਰੈਜੂਏਸ਼ਨ ਜਾਂ ਪੋਸਟ ਗ੍ਰੈਜੂਏਸ਼ਨ ਦੇ ਪੱਧਰ 'ਤੇ। ਉਹਦਾ ਕੀ ਕਰਨਾ ਕਿ ਇੱਕ ਦੂਜੇ ਨੂੰ ਸਿੱਖਣ ਦੇ ਪ੍ਰੋਸੈਸ 'ਚ ਲੰਘਦੇ ਆ, ਉਹ ਜੁੜਦੇ ਆ ਇੱਕ ਤਰੀਕੇ ਨਾਲ। ਤਾਂ ਉਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੀ ਮੈਚਿਓਰਿਟੀ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ 'ਚ ਵੀ ਨਜ਼ਰ ਆ ਰਹੀ। ਕਦੇ ਕਦੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਇਹ ਵੀ ਡਰ ਲੱਗਣ ਲੱਗ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਸਾਡੇ ਬੱਚੇ ਇੰਨੇ ਵੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਸਿਆਣੇ ਹੋਣੇ ਚਾਹੀਦੇ ਕਿ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਬਚਪਨ ਹੀ ਖਤਮ ਹੋ ਜਾਏ, ਇੰਨੀਆਂ ਸਿਆਣੀਆਂ ਸਿਆਣੀਆਂ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਕਰਨ। ਘੱਟੋ ਘੱਟ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਕੋਲ ਬਚਪਨ ਤਾਂ ਉਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਦਾ, ਬਚਪਨ ਵਾਲਾ ਆਨੰਦ ਤਾਂ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਹੋਣਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ। ਤਾਂ ਉਸ ਤੋਂ ਅੱਗੇ ਆਉਂਦਾ ਗੁਰਬਾਣੀ 'ਚ ਵੀ ਲਿਖਿਆ ਨਾ, ਖੋਜੀ ਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਕੀਤੀ ਹੈ, ਖੋਜ ਦੀ। ਇਹ ਆਉਂਦੀ ਹੈ ਗਾ PhD MPhil ਦੇ ਪੱਧਰ 'ਤੇ ਅਗਲਾ ਪ੍ਰੋਸੈਸ ਹੈ, ਜਿਹਨੂੰ ਅਸੀਂ ਖੋਜਾਰਥੀ ਕਹਿ ਦਿੰਦੇ ਹਾਂ, ਰਿਸਰਚ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ। ਪੜ੍ਹ ਲਿਆ ਸਾਰਾ ਕੁਝ, ਅਸੀਂ ਵਿਦਿਆਰਥੀ ਵੀ ਬਣ ਗਏ, ਸਿਖਿਆਰਥੀ ਵੀ ਬਣ ਗਏ, ਪਰ ਉਹ ਪੜ੍ਹਾਈ ਦਾ ਫਾਇਦਾ ਕੀ ਜੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਆਪਦੀ ਮੱਤ ਨਾਲ ਕੁਝ ਅੱਗੋਂ ਕੁਝ ਨਵਾਂ ਨਾ ਕੁਝ ਕ੍ਰੀਏਟ ਕਰ ਸਕੇ, ਨਵਾਂ ਕੁਝ ਪੈਦਾ ਨਾ ਕਰ ਸਕੇ। ਉਹ ਸਾਰਾ ਪ੍ਰੋਸੈਸ ਹੁੰਦਾ MA ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦਾ। ਕੁਝ ਡੈਜ਼ਰਟੇਸ਼ਨ ਲਿਖਦੇ ਆ, ਕਈ ਯੂਨੀਵਰਸਿਟੀਆਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਪੇਪਰ, ਰਿਸਰਚ ਪੇਪਰ ਲਿਖਦੇ ਆ, ਤਾਂ ਉੱਥੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਰਿਸਰਚ ਕਰਦੇ ਹੋ, ਕੁਝ ਖੋਜ ਕਰਦੇ ਹੋ। ਜਿਹੜੇ ਖੇਤਰ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਵੀ ਵਿਸ਼ਾ ਪੜ੍ਹਿਆ ਉਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕੀ ਸਮਝਦੇ ਹੋ, ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਅੰਦਰ ਕੀ ਆ, ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਵਿਊ ਕੀ ਆ। ਜਦੋਂ ਉਸ ਪੱਧਰ 'ਤੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਪਹੁੰਚ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਹਾਂ, ਖੋਜ ਵਾਲੇ ਪੱਧਰ 'ਤੇ, ਫਿਰ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਅਸਲ 'ਚ ਐਨਲਾਈਟਮੈਂਟ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ, ਫਿਰ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਅਸਲ 'ਚ ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਹੈ ਨਾ ਅਸੀਂ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ। ਉਦੋਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਤਿਆਰ ਹੋ ਰਹੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਉਸ ਖੋਜ ਵਾਲੇ ਪੱਧਰ ਲਈ, ਉਹ ਉੱਥੋਂ ਤੱਕ ਜਾਣ ਲਈ। ਵਿਦਿਆਰਥੀ, ਸਿਖਿਆਰਥੀ, ਗੁਜ਼ਾਰਥੀ ਦਾ ਇੱਕ ਪ੍ਰੋਸੈਸ ਹੈ। ਤੁਸੀਂ ਵਿਦਿਆਰਥੀ ਹੋ ਅਤੇ ਵਿਦਿਆਰਥੀ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਨਾਲ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਇਹ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਕਿ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਿਖਿਆਰਥੀ ਵੀ ਕਾਫੀ ਬਣ ਗਏ ਹੋ। ਇਹਦੇ ਲਈ ਵੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਾਰੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਵਧਾਈ ਦੇ ਪਾਤਰ ਹੋ। ਤਾਂ ਮੇਰੇ ਖਿਆਲ ਬਹੁਤ ਸਾਰੀਆਂ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਹੋਈਆਂ। ਮੈਂ ਬਹੁਤ ਧੰਨਵਾਦ ਕਰਦਾ ਹਾਂ ਸੰਸਥਾ ਦੇ ਚੇਅਰਮੈਨ ਸਰਦਾਰ ਹਰਦੀਪ ਸਿੰਘ ਧਾਲੀਵਾਲ ਜੀ, ਸਿਮਰਨ ਧਾਲੀਵਾਲ ਜੀ, ਵਾਈਸ ਪ੍ਰਿੰਸੀਪਲ ਮੈਡਮ, ਸਮੂਹ ਸਟਾਫ ਅਤੇ ਇਹ ਵਿਦਿਆਰਥੀ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਨੇ ਅੱਜ ਬਹੁਤ ਸੋਹਣਾ ਦਿਨ ਨੂੰ ਗੁਜ਼ਰਿਆ, ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਬਹੁਤ ਸੋਹਣੀਆਂ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਸਿੱਖੀਆਂ। ਔਰ ਡੈਕਲਾਮੇਸ਼ਨ ਦਾ ਮੈਂ ਯੂਥ ਫੈਸਟੀਵਲਾਂ 'ਚ ਬਹੁਤ ਪਾਰਟੀਸਪੇਟ ਕੀਤਾ, ਬਹੁਤ ਲੰਮਾ ਸਮਾਂ, ਮਤਲਬ BA ਟਾਈਮ ਵੀ, MA 'ਚ ਵੀ, MPhil ਦੌਰਾਨ ਵੀ, ਹੈ ਨਾ, ਫਿਰ PhD ਦੌਰਾਨ ਉਸ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਜੱਜਮੈਂਟ 'ਤੇ ਜਾਣ ਦਾ ਮੌਕਾ ਮਿਲਦਾ ਰਿਹਾ। ਤਾਂ ਮੈਂ ਆਈ ਲਵ ਇਟ, ਮੈਂ ਬਹੁਤ ਪਸੰਦ ਕਰਦਾ ਇਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੀਆਂ ਐਕਟੀਵਿਟੀਜ਼ ਨੂੰ, ਇਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਦਾ ਇੱਕ ਪਲੇਟਫਾਰਮ ਮਿਲੇ। ਤਾਂ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਇਹ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਡੈਕਲੇਮੇਸ਼ਨ ਦਾ ਕੰਟੈਸਟ, ਇਹਦੇ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਇੱਕ ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਤਾਕਤਵਰ ਚੀਜ਼ ਪਤਾ ਕੀ ਹੈ ਇਹਦੇ 'ਚ ਇਹ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕੁਝ ਚੰਗੀਆਂ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਜਦੋਂ ਤਿਆਰੀ ਕਰਦੇ ਹੋ ਸਿੱਖਦੇ ਹੋ, ਔਰ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਕਹਿਣ ਦਾ ਢੰਗ ਵੀ ਸਿੱਖਦੇ ਹੋ। ਦੋ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਇਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੈ, ਗਿਆਨ ਵੀ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਪ੍ਰਾਪਤ ਹੋ ਰਿਹਾ ਅਤੇ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਐਕਸਪੋਜ਼ ਕਰਨ ਦਾ ਵੀ ਇੱਕ ਬਹੁਤ ਸੋਹਣੇ ਢੰਗ ਨਾਲ ਮੌਕਾ ਮਿਲਦਾ। ਇਹ ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਤਾਕਤਵਰ ਚੀਜ਼ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ। ਜਿਹੜੇ ਬੱਚੇ ਇਸ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਚੰਗਾ ਪਰਫਾਰਮ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ, ਛੱਡਿਆ ਜੋ ਨਾ, ਕਾਲਜਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੀ ਡੈਕਲੇਮੇਸ਼ਨ ਦੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਅੱਛੇ ਮੁਕਾਬਲੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ। ਔਰ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਦੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ, ਇੰਟਰ ਯੂਨੀਵਰਸਿਟੀ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ, ਫਿਰ ਇੰਟਰ ਜ਼ੋਨਲ, ਇੰਟਰ ਯੂਨੀਵਰਸਿਟੀ, ਨਾਰਥ, ਪੂਰੇ ਇੰਡੀਆ ਦੇ। ਤਾਂ ਇੱਕ ਬਹੁਤ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਸ਼ਖਸੀਅਤ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਵੱਡੀ ਗੱਲ ਆ, ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਪਰਸਨੈਲਿਟੀ ਦੀ ਡਿਵੈਲਪਮੈਂਟ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ। ਤਾਂ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਸ਼ਬਦਾਂ ਨਾਲ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਦਾ ਬਹੁਤ ਬਹੁਤ ਧੰਨਵਾਦ। ਪਰ ਦੋ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਮੈਂ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਇੱਕ ਕਵਿਤਾ ਦੇ ਮਾਧਿਅਮ ਰਾਹੀਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਕਹਿਣਾ ਚਾਹੂੰਗਾ। ਇਹ ਯਾਦ ਰੱਖਿਆ ਜੋ ਜੀਵਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਪਣੀ ਮਿੱਟੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਰਹੀਏ, ਆਪਣੀ ਮਿੱਟੀ ਨੂੰ ਆਪਣੀ ਕਹੀਏ। ਆਪਣੀ ਮਿੱਟੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਰਹੀਏ, ਆਪਣੀ ਮਿੱਟੀ ਨੂੰ ਆਪਣੀ ਕਹੀਏ। ਕਾਲੀ ਭਟਕਣ ਦੂਰ ਕਰਨ ਲਈ ਆ ਹੁਣ ਮਨ ਦੇ ਦੀਪ ਜਗਾਈਏ, ਤਾਂ ਕਿ ਵਸਦੇ ਰਹਿਣ ਘਰਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿਹੜੇ। ਚਲੋ ਘਰਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਵਾਪਸ ਆਈਏ, ਚਲੋ ਘਰਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਵਾਪਸ ਆਈਏ। ਸਾਨੂੰ ਆਪਣੇ ਘਰਾਂ ਨਾਲ, ਆਪਦੀ ਜੜ੍ਹਾਂ ਨਾਲ, ਆਪਦੀ ਮਿੱਟੀ ਨਾਲ ਜੁੜਨ ਦੀ ਬਹੁਤ ਲੋੜ ਆ। ਗਿਆਨ ਪ੍ਰਾਪਤ ਕਰੋ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਮਰਜ਼ੀ ਜਾਓ ਦੁਨੀਆ 'ਚ, ਪਰ ਇਸ ਮਿੱਟੀ ਨਾਲ ਜੁੜਨਾ ਬਹੁਤ ਜ਼ਰੂਰੀ ਹੈ। ਬਹੁਤ ਬਹੁਤ ਧੰਨਵਾਦ, ਸ਼ੁਕਰੀਆ।
ਬਹੁਤ ਧੰਨਵਾਦੀ ਹਾਂ ਡਾਕਟਰ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਦਾ, ਬਹੁਤ ਹੀ ਕੀਮਤੀ ਵਿਚਾਰ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਪੇਸ਼ ਕੀਤੇ ਨੇ। ਇਹੀ ਆਈਡੀਆ ਇਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੇ ਕੰਪੀਟੀਸ਼ਨਸ ਕਰਾਉਣ ਦਾ। ਇਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਵੱਖ-ਵੱਖ ਸ਼ਖਸੀਅਤਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਇੱਥੇ ਸੱਦਾ ਦਿੰਦੇ ਹਾਂ, ਇਨਵਾਈਟ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ, ਤਾਂ ਕਿ ਸਾਡੇ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਰੂਬਰੂ ਹੋਣ, ਆਪਣੇ ਵਿਚਾਰ ਸਾਂਝੇ ਕਰਨ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨਾਲ। ਮੈਂ ਹਮੇਸ਼ਾ ਸਮਝਦਾ ਕਿ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਲਰਨਿੰਗ ਹੈ ਸਿਰਫ ਉਹ ਕਲਾਸਰੂਮ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ। ਜੋ ਇਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੇ ਦਿਨ ਨੇ, ਇਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੀਆਂ ਗਤੀਵਿਧੀਆਂ ਨੇ, ਉਹ ਹਮੇਸ਼ਾ ਯਾਦ ਰਹਿੰਦੀਆਂ ਨੇ। ਜਿਵੇਂ ਡਾਕਟਰ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਨੇ ਕਿਹਾ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਮੈਂ ਮਾਫੀ ਮੰਗਦਾ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਤੋਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਤਾਂ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਮੈਂ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਬਰੀਫ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰ ਸਕਿਆ ਵੀ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਮਾਂ ਬੋਲੀ ਨੂੰ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਵੀ ਸਕੂਲ ਨਹੀਂ, ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਕੰਸਰਨ ਬਹੁਤ ਹੀ ਜਾਇਜ਼ ਹੈ, ਬਹੁਤ ਹੀ। ਅਤੇ ਇਹ ਸਕੂਲ ਮੈਨੇਜਮੈਂਟ ਵੀ ਇਸ ਦੇ ਪ੍ਰਤੀ ਬਹੁਤ ਹੀ ਮਤਲਬ ਅਵੇਅਰ ਹੈ, ਅਤੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਇਨੀਸ਼ੀਏਟਿਵਸ ਅਸੀਂ ਉਹ ਲੈਂਦੇ ਰਹਿੰਦੇ ਹਾਂ। ਅਸੀਂ ਹਰ ਸਾਲ ਇਸ ਵਾਰ ਨਾ ਜੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਇੱਥੇ ਗਿਆਨ ਖੜਕ ਕਨਵੈਨਸ਼ਨ ਕਰਾਈ ਸੀ ਫਰੀਦਕੋਟ ਦੀ, ਜੋ ਪ੍ਰਾਈਵੇਟ ਸਕੂਲ ਐਸੋਸੀਏਸ਼ਨ ਹੈ ਫੈਬ, ਡਾਕਟਰ ਧੂਰੀ ਜੀ ਜੋ ਪ੍ਰਧਾਨ ਨੇ ਫੈਬ ਦੇ, ਉਹ ਇੱਥੇ ਆਏ। ਅਤੇ ਉਦੋਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਪ੍ਰਸਤਾਵ ਰੱਖਿਆ ਸੀ, ਅਸੀਂ ਕਿਹਾ ਜੀ ਇਹ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਮਾਂ ਬੋਲੀ ਦਿਵਸ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗਾ, ਕੋਈ ਵੀ ਸੈਲੀਬ੍ਰੇਟ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਕੋਈ ਗੌਰਮੈਂਟ ਦੇ ਪਾਸੇ। ਤਾਂ ਫਿਰ ਅਸੀਂ ਹਰਪਾਲ ਸਿੰਘ ਪੰਨੂ ਜੀ ਨਾਲ ਹੋਰ ਸਾਰੇ ਨਾਲ ਡਿਸਕਸ ਕਰਕੇ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਯੂਨੀਵਰਸਿਟੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ 23 ਸਤੰਬਰ ਜੋ ਆਗਮਨ ਪੁਰਬ ਹੈ ਬਾਬਾ ਫਰੀਦ ਜੀ ਦਾ, ਉਹ ਫਿਰ ਅਸੀਂ ਡਿਸਾਈਡ ਕੀਤਾ ਵੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਹਰ ਸਾਲ ਜਿੰਨੇ ਵੀ ਸਕੂਲਸ ਹੈਗੇ ਨੇ ਪ੍ਰਾਈਵੇਟ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ। ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਰਕਾਰ ਦੇ ਨੁਮਾਇੰਦੇ ਹੋ, ਅਤੇ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਅੱਗੇ ਵੀ ਸਾਡੀ ਬੇਨਤੀ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਉਹ ਅਸੀਂ ਮਤਲਬ ਉਸ ਨੂੰ ਗੌਰਮੈਂਟ ਇੰਸਟੀਟਿਊਟਸ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੀ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਜਾਈਏ। ਅਤੇ ਪਹਿਲਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੈ ਇਸ ਵਾਰ ਅਸੀਂ 23 ਸਤੰਬਰ ਨੂੰ ਪਹਿਲਾ ਵਿਸ਼ਵ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਸੰਮੇਲਨ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਦਿਵਸ ਹੈ ਉਹ ਕਰਵਾਇਆ। ਉਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਇਹੀ ਕਵਿਤਾਵਾਂ, ਭਾਸ਼ਣ ਮੁਕਾਬਲੇ, ਜੋ ਬੱਚੇ ਆਪਣੀ ਕ੍ਰੀਏਟਿਵ, ਜੋ ਅਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੀ ਮਾਂ ਬੋਲੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜੋ ਹਾਵ ਭਾਵ ਅਸੀਂ ਵਿਅਕਤ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹਾਂ, ਉਹ ਕਿਸੇ ਹੋਰ ਜ਼ਬਾਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ। ਅਤੇ ਜੋ ਸਕੂਲ ਦੀ ਹਿਸਟਰੀ ਹੈ, 99 ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਸਕੂਲ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਕੀਤਾ ਜੀ, ਤਾਂ ਉਹ ਮੈਨੇਜਮੈਂਟ ਦੀ ਸੋਚ ਇਹੀ ਸੀ। ਪੰਜਾਬ ਬੋਰਡ ਨਾਲ ਸਕੂਲ ਦੀ ਸ਼ੁਰੂਆਤ ਹੋਈ, ਇਸ ਐਸਪੈਕਟ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਸ਼ੁਰੂਆਤ ਹੋਈ। ਪਰ ਜਿਵੇਂ ਜਿਵੇਂ ਸਮਾਂ ਬਦਲ ਰਿਹਾ, 21ਵੀਂ ਸਦੀ ਦੇ ਹਾਣ 'ਤੇ ਹੋ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ, ਤਾਂ ਕਿਤੇ ਲੱਗਿਆ ਕਿ ਸਾਡੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਬੱਚੇ ਨੇ ਉਹ ਗਲੋਬਲ ਪਲੇਟਫਾਰਮ ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਵੀ ਉਹ ਆਉਣੇ ਚਾਹੀਦੇ, ਉੱਥੇ ਵੀ ਨਾ ਪਛੜ ਜਾਣ। ਇਸ ਕਰਕੇ ਉਸ ਨੂੰ ਬੈਲੈਂਸ ਕਰਨ ਲਈ ਤਾਂ ਸਕੂਲ ਦਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਮੇਨ ਪਰਪਸ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ 21st ਸੈਂਚੁਰੀ ਸਿਟੀਜ਼ਨਸ ਤਾਂ ਤਿਆਰ ਕਰ ਹੀ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ, ਪਰ ਹੁਣ ਆਪਦੀ ਮਿੱਟੀ ਨਾਲ ਵੀ ਜੁੜੇ ਹੋਣਗੇ, ਆਪਦੇ ਕਲਚਰ ਨਾਲ, ਆਪਦੇ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੈ ਇਤਿਹਾਸ ਨਾਲ। ਉਹਦੇ ਲਈ ਅਸੀਂ ਜੋ ਵਿਸ਼ਵ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਸੰਮੇਲਨ ਮੈਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਕਿਹਾ, ਉਸ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਅਸੀਂ 1 ਨਵੰਬਰ ਨੂੰ ਮੈਂ ਦੇਖੋ ਬਹੁਤ ਘੱਟ ਸਕੂਲ ਹੋਣਗੇ, ਮੈਂ ਚੈੱਕ ਕਰਦੇ ਰਹੀਦਾ ਹੈ, ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗੇ ਵੀ 1 ਨਵੰਬਰ ਨੂੰ ਅਸੀਂ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਡੇ ਵੀ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਬਹੁਤ ਵਧੀਆ ਤਰੀਕੇ ਨਾਲ ਅਸੀਂ ਉਹ ਸੈਲੀਬ੍ਰੇਟ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ। ਉਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਜਿਹੜਾ 23 ਸਤੰਬਰ ਹੈ ਉਹ ਲੈਂਗੁਏਜ ਦਾ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ, ਜ਼ੁਬਾਨ ਦਾ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ। 1 ਨਵੰਬਰ ਨੂੰ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਡੇ ਉਹ ਸਿਰਫ ਗਿੱਧਾ ਭੰਗੜਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗਾ ਜੀ, ਉਹਦੇ 'ਚ ਅਸੀਂ ਜੋ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਦੇ ਮੁੱਦੇ ਕੀ ਨੇ ਸਾਡੇ, ਅੱਜ ਅਸੀਂ ਕਿੱਥੇ ਖੜ੍ਹੇ ਹਾਂ, ਆਉਣ ਵਾਲੇ ਸਮੇਂ 'ਚ ਸਾਡੇ ਬੱਚੇ ਅੱਗੇ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਸਾਡਾ ਭਵਿੱਖ ਨੇ, ਸਾਡੇ ਵੋਟਰਸ ਬਣਨਾ ਹੈ, ਸਰਕਾਰਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਚੁਣਨਾ ਹੈ, ਨੁਮਾਇੰਦੇ ਬਣਨਾ ਹੈ, ਆਫਿਸ ਰੈਂਕਸ 'ਤੇ ਜਾਣਾ ਹੈ। ਤਾਂ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਚਾਹੇ ਉਹ ਸਾਡੀ ਮਾਈਗ੍ਰੇਸ਼ਨ ਦੀ ਪ੍ਰੋਬਲਮ ਬਹੁਤ ਵੱਡੀ ਪਿੱਛੇ ਜੇ ਹੁਣ 2 ਸਾਲ ਦਾ ਇਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੀ ਖੜੋਤ ਆਈ ਹੈ, ਚੰਗੀ ਗੱਲ ਹੈ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਲਈ। ਪੋਲਿਊਸ਼ਨ ਹੈ, ਸਾਡੇ ਦਰਿਆਵਾਂ ਦਾ ਪਾਣੀ ਗੰਦਾ ਹੋ ਰਿਹਾ, ਸਾਡਾ ਜ਼ਮੀਨੀ ਪਾਣੀ, ਸਾਡਾ ਐਗਰੀਕਲਚਰ ਹੈ। ਇਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਮੁੱਦਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਉਹ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ, ਵਿਦਿਆਰਥੀਆਂ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਡਿਸਕਸ਼ਨਸ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ, ਡਾਇਲੋਗ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ। ਤਾਂ ਮੇਨ ਪਰਪਸ ਜਿਹੜਾ 1 ਨਵੰਬਰ ਦਾ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਦੀ ਵਿਜ਼ਨ ਨੂੰ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਕਿ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਸੂਬਾ ਹੈ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਕਿਵੇਂ ਅੱਗੇ ਲਿਜਾ ਸਕਦੇ ਹਾਂ। ਉਸ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਫਿਰ 24 ਦਸੰਬਰ ਨੂੰ ਹਰ ਸਾਲ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੈ ਜੋ ਇਹ ਸ਼ਹੀਦੀ ਸਮਾਗਮ ਚੱਲ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਭਰ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ, ਉਹ ਕਰਵਾਏ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਕਿ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਇਹਦੇ ਤੋਂ ਵੀ ਜਾਗਰੂਕ ਕਰਨਾ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਬਹੁਤ ਹੀ ਲਾਸਾਨੀ, ਬਹੁਤ ਹੀ ਗ੍ਰੇਟ ਮੈਂ ਕਹੂੰਗਾ ਸਾਡਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੈਗਾ ਇਤਿਹਾਸ ਹੈ। ਤੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਬੱਚੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਨੇ ਉਸ ਤੋਂ ਜਾਗਰੂਕ ਹੋਣ, ਤਾਂ ਕਿ ਉਹ ਜੋ ਵੀ ਆਪਾਂ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਹਾਂ 7 ਸਾਲ ਤੇ 9 ਸਾਲ ਦੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਉਮਰ ਹੈ, ਕਹਿ ਰਹੇ ਸੀਗੇ ਕਿ ਸਾਡੇ ਬੱਚੇ ਬੜੇ ਮੈਚਿਓਰ ਨੇ, ਵੀ ਬਚਪਨ ਹੋਣਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਹੈ। ਪਰ ਜਦੋਂ ਹਰ ਸਾਲ ਇਹ ਇਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੇ ਸਮਾਗਮਾਂ 'ਚ ਭਾਗ ਲੈਂਦੇ, ਮੈਚਿਓਰਟੀ ਫਿਰ ਆ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਹੈ। 7 ਤੇ 9 ਸਾਲ ਦੇ ਸਾਹਿਬਜ਼ਾਦਿਆਂ ਬਾਰੇ ਜਦੋਂ ਪੜ੍ਹਦੇ ਨੇ, ਜੋ ਦੇਖੋ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਉੱਥੇ ਆਫਰਸ ਹੋਏ ਨੇ, ਜੋ ਸਾਰਾ ਕੁਛ ਹੈ ਵਾਕਈ ਬਾਕਮਾਲ, ਅਤੇ ਉਹ ਸਾਡੇ ਬੱਚੇ ਉਸ ਤੋਂ ਜਾਣਨ ਅਤੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਜੋ ਸੋਚ ਹੈ ਉਸ ਨੂੰ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੈ ਉਹ ਅੱਗੇ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਚੱਲਣ। ਤੁਸੀਂ ਦੇਖੋਗੇ ਮੈਂ ਬਹੁਤ ਪ੍ਰਾਊਡਲੀ ਇਹ ਚੀਜ਼ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਕਿ ਮੇਰੇ ਬੱਚੇ ਡਿਸਿਪਲਿਨ ਨੂੰ ਲੈ ਕੇ, ਅਨੁਸ਼ਾਸਨ ਨੂੰ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਹੀ, ਮਤਲਬ ਇਹ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਹਰੇਕ ਥਾਂ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਡੰਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਗਾਈਡ ਕਰਨ ਦੀ ਲੋੜ ਹੈ ਜਾਂ ਨਹੀਂ। ਇਹ ਅੰਦਰੋਂ ਜਿਵੇਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਵੀ ਜਦੋਂ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਉਹ ਅਲਾਈਨਮੈਂਟ ਹੋ ਗਈ ਨਾ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਬੋਡੀ ਨਾਲ, ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਸੈੱਟ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦੀਆਂ, ਅਤੇ ਉਹਦੀ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਬਹੁਤ ਖੁਸ਼ੀ ਹੈ। ਸਾਰਾ ਸਟਾਫ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੈ, ਜੋ ਸਕੂਲ ਦੀ ਮੈਨੇਜਮੈਂਟ ਦੀ ਸੋਚ ਹੈ, ਉਹ ਨਾਲ ਚੱਲ ਕੇ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਉਸ ਤਰੀਕੇ ਨਾਲ ਅਸੀਂ ਰੇਸ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ। ਉਮੀਦ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਕਿ ਸਾਰੇ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਦੇ ਬਿਹਤਰ ਭਵਿੱਖ ਲਈ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਕੰਟਰੀਬਿਊਟ ਕਰਨਗੇ। ਥੈਂਕ ਯੂ।
Now it's my honor to invite Dr. Gautam Chatterjee to kindly share his valuable observation and words with us.
So good afternoon, greetings to all of you. I'm Dr. Gautam Chatterjee from lovely Professional University, English Literature, Professor of English Literature. I am really surprised, mesmerized, awed, spellbounded by the way you all spoke, by the way you all presented your speech. And I would like to point out a certain subtle, nuanced improvement that you can bring in your speech and make it even better. The first improvement that you should bring in your speech is that there is a difference between verse and prose, and the intonation, the rhyme scheme that we study in English literature, that we study in speaking English, or that we study as a part of linguistics. Remember that prose is not going to be spoken as verse, right? So fine, some of you were actually speaking very good, whereas in the enthusiasm of speaking it even better, what you were doing is you were trying to speak it in the form of verse that should not be spoken. Speech is a piece of writing that has rhythm, but not poetic rhythm. So remember one thing. Secondly, there is American accent, there is Canadian accent, there are so many accents and we study them. But then there is a neutral accent as well. Now, neutral accent is understandable to every single person, right? Try to bring that into it. Thirdly, how many sounds are there in English? Who would like to tell me? How many sounds are there in English? I'm not talking about alphabets, which are 26. How many sounds are there in English? No. There are 44 sounds in English. Basic thing we study. And when we say 44 sounds in English, there are not only vowel sounds has a difference between long vowel and short vowel. To say "said" and to say "said," there is a difference, right? And so you have to understand that these sounds have different, subtle, nuanced differences, and that I actually observed in some of the brilliant speakers, some girls who were speaking very, very nicely, but the simple thing is that they do not know the exact pronunciation of those vowel sounds that were making them actually flutter, that were making them ununderstandable. Not misunderstandable, but ununderstandable. Control enthusiasm. Sound is aspiration of your air from your speech organs or from your lungs and from upper speech organs, right? What happens when, due to too much enthusiasm, when you speak very fast, you forget to breathe. And when you forget to breathe, you break in the speech, in between the speech. That happened with quite a couple of students. So try to control that particular breathing. Breathe and speak. Breathe and speak. Otherwise, what you will do, you will produce aspirated sounds. What are aspirated sounds? Ph, saying ph in the place of p. So that is a kind of aspirated sound that was occurring quite often, right? So these are the things. And yeah, nasal sounds. What is nasal sounds? Nasal sounds are the speed when you are saying m has a particular nasal sound, but when you are saying doesn't have a nasal sound. It is a pure vowel. So you should control the nasal sounds as well. So thank you very much for inviting me. Thank you very much for this beautiful audible treat. God bless you.
Thank you so much, sir. Now I would like to call our next judge, Ms. Prabjot Kaur, on the stage to share her views with us. Good afternoon, Principal Sir, distinguished teachers, jury members, and all my dear students. It's my privilege to serve as a judge for this declamation competition. It was a pleasure listening to all the students. All the students were talented. Winning is not very important. You're coming on the stage, speaking with confidence, that matters a lot. I would like to congratulate all the participants who spoke with confidence, clarity. You are all winners. I congratulate each and every winner. So please don't feel bad that if you have not won any position, coming on the stage is definitely a good position. You are coming and speaking, so that matters a lot. So I would like to congratulate each and every participant who has spoken well. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, ma'am. Now I would like to call Ms. Kuljinder Kaur on the stage.
Everyone, I feel so honored and privileged to be part of this event. Education, I think education means drawing best out of a child. So I think this is a very good effort in that regard. So all the children did so well, they presented so well. So I think as we all come from the rural background, sometimes we tend to forget the difference between were and were. I mean that because in Punjabi we generally focus on were and were. So that I think we should be clear about that. That is my personal suggestion. And one message I give you, I have been given this platform, so I just want to utilize this opportunity. That one message I want to give to the children, that don't be exhausted with the social media information. I mean, the real education happens in the classroom, and this is the true epitome. This event is the true epitome of that real education happens in the classroom only. Because of the teachers' efforts you can stand here and you can do so well. So, big applause for the teachers. And I'm so very thankful to the principal ma'am, vice principal ma'am, for giving me this opportunity to interact with you. Thank you so much.
Now it's time for the prize distribution ceremony. So I request our esteemed guest of honor, our gracious principal sir, respected vice principal ma'am, and our jury members to kindly come on the stage and present the prizes to our participants. Let us recognize the honor and the efforts, dedication and the brilliance of our young speakers. Starting with the sub-junior category, third position is bagged by two students, Hargun Kaur and Parkaram Singh. Sub-junior category, third position, Hargun Kaur and Parkaram Singh. Second position is bagged by Shrabadeep Kaur from Ranjit House. And the first position in the sub-junior category is bagged by A Group Kaur from Alexander House.
थोड़ा दिन थोड़ा दिन है मैं दिन से
Now moving on to junior category, third position in junior category is bagged by Prabjot Kaur from Caesar House. Second position is bagged by Nimrat Kaur Sandhu from Caesar House.
मैम देखते हो मैम
And the first position is bagged by two students, Gurjot Kaur from Alexander House and Jaspreet Kaur from Caesar House.
मैम थोड़ा थोड़ा
And now we move to the senior category. Third position is bagged by Harkamal Kaur and Harkirat Kaur from Ranjit House.
हाँ जी थोड़ा ना थोड़ा थोड़ा इधर में सेंटर में भी थोड़ा जग हो जाए हाँ जी हाँ जी मैम नाल हो जाए
Second position in the senior category is bagged by Harleen Sharma from Caesar House. And the first position is bagged by Lajwan Preet Kautillo from Ranjit House. So I request Lajwan Preet Kaur parents to kindly come on the stage.
मैम नाल हो
Now it's time to honor our esteemed guest of honor for the day, Dr. Jagdeep Singh Sandhu. Now it's time to honor our jury members, Dr. Gautam Chatterjee. With over 18 years of experience in English literature and language and recognized for excellence in teaching, research and mentoring, he has inspired many thought through his insights in communication and expression. Ms. Prabjot Kaur, an accomplished mentor in communication skills and public speaking. She has guided countless students in declamation, debate and articulation, helping them build confidence, clarity and stage presence. And now we honor Dr. Kuljinder Kaur, Assistant Professor, English Language, Dev Samaj College of Women. So now it's time to announce the house which has won the Declamation Trophy. So the Declamation Trophy is won by Alexander House with 2 gold medals and 2 bronze medals. So I request the teachers and winning students to kindly come on the stage.
सर आ जाओ थोड़ा क्या है सर देखना सर मैम कैमरा लो
Again, thanks, our guest of the day, Dr. Sir, for your time जी बहुत ਤੁਸੀਂ कीमती ਸਮਾਂ ਕੱਢਿਆ ਜੀ ਆਪਣੇ ਬਿਜ਼ੀ ਸ਼ਡਿਊਲ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚੋਂ all the judges ਸਵੇਰੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਧੁੰਦ ਸੀ ਜਲੰਧਰ ਤੋਂ ਆ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ ਮੈਡਮ ਸਿਟੀ ਯੂਨੀਵਰਸਿਟੀ ਲੁਧਿਆਣਾ ਤੋਂ ਆ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ really thank you and ਜੋ ਵੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ the words you have shared with them I'm sure that it will benefit them and they will gain a lot from this. Thank you.
As we draw this memorable event to a close, let us rise and pay our respect to our nation. I request everyone to kindly stand for the national anthem.